time's up. Shedeur Sanders with the rollie in the armor.
Welcome to the Juice League, baby. Welcome. Good morning, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? This is Monday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time if you on my side of town. And, hey, man, crazy day. I think we had kind of expected it. I don't know if y'all really thought that it would happen, but we got the breaking news. I was hoping it would break while I was doing the show, but, hey, it could happen beforehand. It's all good. It happened, though. Deshaun Watson will be the starter in Cleveland week 1. Now, we're going to talk about it today. We're going to address some things about it, our thoughts on it. Of course, y'all know I've always been on the side of I think Shedeur is going to be Watson is going to be the starter. I just kind of just felt it, you know. I'm not saying that I agree with it. I'm not saying that I think it's going to even benefit the team. I just think the mindset of the Cleveland Browns is we invested and we were not neglected. You know what I'm saying? Like, we paid our money, we traded our picks. We gonna get something out of this. What Denzel say? I'm leaving here with something. That's what the owner is literally the Denzel clip meme when it comes to Deshaun Watson. I'm leaving here with something. That's how I feel. I feel like that's the owner, that's the GM, that's everybody in the building. Good morning, Spider-Man. That's everybody in the building. And they want to have that moment of clarity as to why they justify that Deshaun Watson move. So, Cleveland Browns are going to be Cleveland Browns, baby. Ain't nothing new going to change. It is what it is. But without further ado, we will talk about it. We got Jeanty injury news. Some of us are a little happier. Some of us thought we could capitalize on it fast and some trade debates and all of that good stuff. And I want to go through a little bit of each team. I got a 32-team list I'm going to go through. Might not hit all 32 because if it's a team that we don't care about, we'll keep it moving. But I just kind of want to get a refresher on what's going on in the league with these teams. Maybe your favorite team, maybe your ops, the team that's in your division that you can't stand. Let's just run through. I got ESPN, go through Yahoo, a couple of different sites, and just see where we at with what's been going on in the preseason, our favorite players, what this teams look like, and what we got to look forward to in week 1. So without further ado, again, appreciate y'all being here. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. Don't forget to feel these vibes, baby. So I'm going to get at the Juice Crew in a minute. Check out the intro. I'll be right back with you. Till then, get you some juice, baby.
Hey, it's about 10 a.m. I'm in here drinking this champagne up in the Grammy room. It's feeling like a holiday today. Let's celebrate. Every day's a holiday when I'm living. I just say thanks and keep giving. She wanna be my Valentine, told her get dressed in the ribbon. Celebrate the New Year's, rose Moet, what I'm sipping. Count down the ball, she want kisses. I'm just keeping it pippin'. Close her eyes, she make wishes. Then she sent me a wish list. Got her Dior for Christmas, cause she told me she Christian. You never know what people going through. Just lock in and do what you supposed to do. Not all of this media is sociable. When they see me, they think I'm approachable. I'm focused, I don't even notice you. I do whatever I wanna do. Sometimes I get way too comfortable. It's the difference between loving and love with you. I'm top 2, but not number 2. Number 1, I'm the one right in front of you. Hey, we can go 30 for 30. My closet is dirty for Jersey. Been ballin' too long. I told you I'm really authentic. If I say that I got it, that mean that I got it, I'm really gon' spend it. If I don't post what I'm doing, stop viewing, that mean it ain't really your business. Everything that I want in this life, I won't get it, cause boy, it ain't really no limit. It ain't really no limit. If it's a crime to be happy, I'ma commit it. Give me my time, I'm gon' serve a life sentence. They wanna question if I'm real or I'm renting. It gotta be in you, not on you, this shit authentic.
Who got the juice?
Yes, sir. Just like that, we back, man. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Again, man, breaking news. It's new, so breaking. I ain't even feel like going no graphics today. We going no graphics today, baby. We gonna get into the mud, get it out the mud, get out the streets. We're gonna talk about this situation, man, with Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders. Again, man, I really believe that the Cleveland Browns are on a path of path of destruction. That's a fact. But a path of they just want to feel like they're getting back what they paid, what they invested. They don't care if it's 5 games, 5 wins. I'm getting something out of this, you know? When you look at Shedeur Sanders, you look at the opportunity that he had in front of him. I'm not saying that Shedeur Sanders is the best QB, right? I know we have this discussion every other week. Some people say he's not even good. Why are we having this argument? He ain't look good. He ain't outplayed Shedeur. I mean, Watson. If he outplayed Watson, we wouldn't have this discussion. These are all true points. But I'm going to just say this when it comes to Cleveland. If I'm a Cleveland fan, I'm very disappointed. If I'm a Cleveland investment player or, you know, the morale of the team, I'm disappointed. And here's why. I feel like we talk about the 2027 class and all that it's going to bring and all of these new QBs that are going to, you know, shake the NFL, right? What is Deshaun Watson really going to do for you at this point in his career in Cleveland? Now, I still believe he's one of the best backups, if not the best backup in the NFL. I still will stamp that. But in Cleveland right now, starting over Shedeur Sanders, who we all believe is a player that can motivate men, right? Move locker rooms. Maybe he is the best passer, but that comes with time. That comes with coaching. That comes with, you know, evaluating the plays and getting the film. When I look at what Deshaun Watson is and what he's already done, why not just wash your hands, right? We've seen Miami wash their hands with Tua. They owe him like $90 million. They $90 million in the cap behind on Tua. The Denver Broncos was like, what, 80, 90 million on Russell Wilson when they cut him. They actually bench Russ. They was looking good. They became a non-factor on purpose. I believe it's coming to a point where Cleveland Browns just have to say, you know what? We lost on this investment. It's over with. Like, it's no coming back from it. Why are we still trying to capitalize on it? You lost the money, man. It is what it is. We all knew when they gave them that contract that it was one of the worst contracts in the world. Lamar Jackson was screaming, how the hell this man getting guaranteed contracts? I'm Lamar Jackson. Baltimore wasn't having it. But when we look at what the Cleveland Browns did, when they set the tone for that contract, they messed it up for every quarterback. That would never happen again for the future of the NFL. Pat Mahomes got $500 million and his ain't all guaranteed, right? I still think the Chiefs are paying, but wording, it's not guaranteed. So I just think, man, the Cleveland Browns, it's time to cut the umbilical cord of Deshaun Watson. It's time to move on. But today they made the decision it's a new day, you know? We ain't moving on. It's a new day, new outcome. It's a new journey. Shedeur will not start. And I just think for Shedeur to not be able to start, I've always said this is the 2-man race, half and half. I always kind of push for Washington to start because I thought if Washington looks bad early, they could push Shedeur in and make the excuse. But at this point, man, just give him 17 games to see what you got. You're going to replace him anyway if you don't look good, right? If Washington don't look good half through the season and Shedeur don't look good, you still going to replace both. So why not just give the young guy the opportunity to show and prove if he got it or not, man? It was just a wasted pick. And then you got Dylan Gabriel over there who nobody even thinks about. You took 2 QBs in one draft and you don't want either one of them. Like, make that make sense, man. And now we're looking at the Cleveland Browns with 3 first-round picks next year, right? They traded for Jared Verse. They got all of this capital. What makes us really believe that they even going to care about who at the quarterback position right now anyway? That don't make no sense, man. So I think Deshaun Watson, the breaking news should have been Deshaun Watson cut, Shedeur Sanders starting. I think that would have been better for the league, better for Cleveland, better for the morale of the team. And I'm not even saying that Deshaun Watson is a cut player. Again, I still believe he's better than J.J. McCarthy, Tua. I mean, he's better than a lot of these to me. Now, I could be wrong. I think Deshaun Watson still can start somewhere and at least damn sure be a backup somewhere behind somebody. But in Cleveland, it's just time to cut the cord, man. It's time to let it go. Unfortunately, Cleveland didn't do that. They revived life back in them. They hit the respirator on them. They put air back in them lungs, and now we got Deshaun Watson starting, baby. So, hey, man, I will say this, though. Shout out to me because I picked up Deshaun Watson in all the leagues last year because he was cut. People didn't want him. I got it with my last pick in drafts last year. So I have plenty of Deshaun Watson for sale, but I have him. All right. So shout out to me for being ahead of my time on that one. But it is what it is, man. Cleveland Browns are who we thought they were. That's a fact. And hey, man, they're going to do what the Cleveland Browns do. I'm going to get back to them, though, when I go through the list of teams. I just had to break that news that Deshaun Watson, of course, as you all know, is listed as the starter. They don't say a timeline. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't give a timeline, but I want to know what we think the reality is, right? What is the reality of the Cleveland Browns? I'm going to go through their schedule right quick. I'm going to just look and see Cleveland Browns schedule. Y'all let me know in the chat, man. I'm going to get to the chat. Y'all know I got to do my roll call, baby, for everybody that's in here. But I want to see what y'all think is the furthest the Cleveland Browns are going to go with Deshaun Watson. Let's get this through. Let's get this. And also, I want to say this, though, before I move into the schedule. Where do we think this is going to help or hurt Shedeur? Now, me personally, I always think Shedeur Sanders looked at himself as the underdog in every situation. He's always putting forth the effort to say, hey, y'all don't want to believe in me? It's all good. When I get the opportunity, I'm going to try to capitalize on it. He did it with the Dylan Gabriel situation last year. And I think he's looking at this as regular business. Nobody really respect me and my game anyway, right? So I'm not saying he's hurt behind it, but I don't see him being a cancer in the locker room. Let me just say. Now, you know, the news is going to try to egg him on. The news is going to bring, they're going to talk to Shedeur more than Watson. The news and the media in that locker room was going to be a Shedeur locker room more than Watson because they're going to want to hype that up. That's what the news media do, right? But I think Shedeur is a little more level-headed than that. So, but let's just talk about it right quick. We got Cleveland versus the Jaguars week 1. I still think Jaguars are one of the best teams in the AFC. I will put them top 5, top 6 minimum, but top 5 for sure. I think we could put that as an L, right? Cleveland Browns versus the Buccaneers, week 2. Probably a L, right? Are we thinking is Baker showing up this year? I don't know, but let's go 0-2 right now. 0-2 Cleveland Browns. Carolina Panthers. Shout out my boy Jake. Jake, I saw you text me the other day, big dog. I've been busy, man. I've been hurting. I've been this, I've been that, but I'm about to get back at you because you know I got to holler at you, Playboy, about some things. Panthers, though. Panthers versus the Browns. This right here it's a more even match, right? I would admit, I still think the Panthers is the better team, no doubt. But it's always a team that you think when it's close enough, the other team can win. But let's just say, me personally, they go 0-3. 0-3, Panthers. Steelers and Browns. I think they can beat the Steelers. Now, this is a night game. I'm looking at it October 1st, 8:15 p.m. night game. I've given them 1-3 at this point. They play the Jets week 11, toilet bowl game. Let's say the Browns edge that one out, right? 2-3. They got the Ravens, Titans, Steelers, Saints, Houston Texans after that. I mean, if they 2-3 when they play the Ravens, L to the Ravens, sad to say, they possibly can beat the Titans. Titans, man, that's a whole nother conversation. They play the Steelers again, they will probably lose. Play the Saints. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry if y'all heard that. That watermelon, man. Watermelon tastes good, baby, but it's hey, you know. Houston Texans, Raiders, Bengals. I mean, this is a favorable schedule. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Very favorable schedule for the Cleveland Browns. Man. I'm going to say by week 8, just to go halfway through the season almost. Week 8, 1-3, 2-3. By week 8, they might have 5 wins. They might be 4-4. Let's say they 4-4 by week 8. If they 4-4 by week 8, where are we at with? Okay, hold on. I wasn't looking at my chat now. My bad. You know what? Let me stop being stingy. Let me bring this to the stage. My bad. This is not the schedule. Let me bring it to the stage so y'all can see it with me, man. Should have did that earlier. My bad. I ain't realized my chat was into the schedule with me. My fault, big dogs. Let me bring that back up, baby. All right. Boom. Hold up. One more. There we go. All right, let's get to the schedule. Let's see what's good. Let's see what's cracking. Again, let's go through the schedule. Jaguars, Browns, 0-1. Bucks, Browns, 0-2. Panthers, Browns, 0-3. Steelers, Browns. I'm gonna say they win 1 against the Steelers, right? I'm gonna say a surprise game happens. I'm gonna give them 1-3. Jets, they 2-3. Ravens, they Man, y'all know I love the Ravens. Y'all know I love Lamar. Y'all know I love me some Baltimore Ravens, baby. But the Ravens always got a way to lose. Stupid games they ain't supposed to lose. I don't want to put this on the schedule, but the Ravens do this to me every time, man. Right now, they 2-3. I ain't gonna say they're gonna beat the Ravens, though. All right, let's go 2-4. 2-4. They play the Titans. That's 3-4. I believe they can beat the Titans. They lose to the Steelers on this one. Now they, I mean, by this Houston Texans game, I mean, let's be real. Houston Texans best defense in the league. Houston Texans might demolish this team, and now Shedeur is starting. Let's just say by Houston Texans, November 15th is when, let's say, Deshaun Watson is benched. Can we agree on that? Y'all believe in that one? Okay, Lonely 1044 says the Jets got way more talent than the Browns. Hey, brother, I ain't gonna argue with you. You all right. Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Omar Cooper, if he can play into his role, right? They fixed, I mean, I'm not saying they fixed their defense, but they went and got some older veterans that I thought they wiped away. I'm not saying the Jets is going to automatically lose. They just the Jets. But I can't argue with you. Can't argue with you, brother. Can't argue with you. All right. Nut the Loca says the Jets may beat Cleveland. Oh, may beat Cleveland. Maybe he mean beat Cleveland. You could be right, big dog. He said no after 4. All right. I'm just saying. Okay, hold on. Nuts the Loca says week 1 L, week 2 L, week 3 L, week 4 L, week 5 L. Damn. Texans L. All right, big dog. Hey, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not disagreeing with anything nobody's saying against the Cleveland Browns, bro. I'm not disagreeing with anything y'all saying. I'm just putting it out there that if Deshaun Watson is starting, what is the end point? What is that game that they reach that they say enough is enough, your bench, right? I'm just trying to figure that timeline out right now because I don't know. They throwing Watson to the Wolves. That could be true, E, because as you say that, right? As you say, they throwing them to the Wolves. We know the Jaguars is a solid team. The Bucs, solid team. Panthers, playoff team. Steelers, they won 10 games last year. The Jets, they did get better. We'll see. They did get better. The Ravens. If Shedeur get a chance to start right here, I mean, other than the Texans, man, these are winnable games. These are compatible games, should I say, right? Falcons, we don't know what the hell they doing. Raiders, rebuilding. Giants, whatever. Texans, we know how the hell they coming. Even the Saints, high power, high flashy offense, but it's no guarantee. I still think the Saints, to me, are a fun team to watch, but I don't lock them in to win a bunch of games. Sorry about it, Rocco. I know my boy Rocco always tapped in with me. I'm not locking the Saints in to go out there and make the playoffs. I think they can score a lot of points. I think that they can flash a lot, but I'm not locking the Saints in as this automatic playoff team all of a sudden because of who they have and what they got. You feel me? I'm just saying, Rocco. My bad, big dog. And you pop in as soon as I say that, so I don't know. Shout out my boy Honcho in the building. Let me get my roll call off, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Shedeur and Deshaun Watson. We're going to get to the rest of the league. He said, nah, we trash. Monken might have a longer leash than we think. Hey, listen, now I'm going to say this. A lot of people didn't believe. A lot of people thought Todd Monken was a coach that's just stop and go, right? You just going to come here, get through the pain of the league, and then we're going to move on from you. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Todd Monken fits what Cleveland Browns want. He's not a loud aura. He's not a big name. He's not somebody that the media is going to tear down or lift up. I think Todd Monken is exactly who the Cleveland Browns need a QB. I mean, a head coach until they're ready to win. Right now, while you're going through the transition of trying to win, you don't need a big name coach. You don't need the cameras in there talking about how every single week you hired this coach, you hired this quarterback, you hired this team, and now you're losing. You need a guy like Todd Monken to quiet the noise, bring down the level, and just do his job. I think Todd Monken is the perfect coach for the Cleveland Browns. Kevin Stefanski, he had 2 coaches of the year. He kind of was a, standoffish kind of guy. He kind of looked like you couldn't really he wasn't really a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I think Todd Monken just don't care. Like, he just looked like, hey, I'm at work. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So I think Todd Monken leash is a very long in the Cleveland Browns state right now, because I think he's just a cool, calm, and collective coach. So I like that call right there, Honcho, for sure. But again, man, y'all let me know what we think Shedeur will get his start. Is Watson starting all 17? I don't know. We're going to find that out soon. But let me get my roll call on, baby, and see what's good. Holler at my people. I see everybody in the building. And we're going to get to all these, maybe not 32, but we're going to run through some teams, man, and see what's going on in the news. What's the updates? What's the overreactions in a sense, right? I know a lot of people overreacting on teams. They're getting hype on their team right now when they playing backups. And some of us are very, very nervous about our team and our backups because, man, I'm going to tell you something. It's looking ugly right now for a lot of these young guys. The veterans are the guys that everybody should be really paying attention to. I mean, this class right now, I know this is a scary class. Nobody wanted to draft these picks. Everybody want to trade it, 2026 picks. Man, is any good news coming out of the 2026 class right now other than Scribble Scrabble? We're going to talk about Scribbly in a minute. But other than my boy Scribbly, what else is going on in this class, man? It's not looking good, man. So we're going to talk about the youngsters. We're going to talk about the old heads. We're going to talk about the teams. But let me holler at my people first, baby, all right? Let's see what's good with it. Yes, sir. Let me get that cracker first. Let's get that cracker first. Hold up. Make sure y'all hear me. Y'all hear me? Am I clear to you? Let's get it cracking then. Shout out my boy Cornbread in the building. What's good with you, Playboy? How you feeling, man? Shout out to the Juice Crew community as well. If you didn't know, I got a Discord cranking, popping right now. Join the Juice Crew community at patreon.com/the Juice League. I also got a free option. If you want to join for free, come in, kick it, cool. You want to help keep the lights on, pay $1, pay $2. It's all good either way. Come through if you need to. Holler at your boys, man. But shout out Cornbread, always in the building, in the Discord as well. Shout out my boy Shizzles, man. He said my boy Blue will have 30, 40-yard rush touchdowns this year. All right, Shizzles, I know you looked at Jaden Blue. He better. Because I'm going to tell you, Malik Davis right now is probably the number 2. Malik Davis looked damn good the other day, Playboy. Shout out my boy, the Onion Knight, Connor, in the building. He said what I think about him and Voorhees trade in the Victory Lab League. I checked that out in 1 second, big dog. I did look at it this morning. But we're going to talk about that in a second. I got you. Shout out my boy, Rock, Juice Fan. What's good? Shout out Mr. Voorhees in the building, baby. You know how he get down. My boy BJ, he played no games. Mr. Javon Ovane, Mr. Javon, I'm gonna say Mr. Javon. He said it's the lack of leadership. Your team loses 31-7. He's the only focus on you getting booed. Damn. Now I don't know if y'all paid attention, but that's what he's bringing up is exactly what happened. Deshaun Watson cried and bitched and complained about the people booing him and the lack of respect being shown. Todd Monken said, and the coach, Todd Monken said, you know how you get the team or the crowd to stop booing you? You play better at quarterback. You play better at running back. You play better as a team. Todd Monken said that. He ain't point out Watson, but I like this comment right here, though, bro. You stop getting booed when you lose by 31-7. That's how you stop getting booed. The hell? Good call right there, Playboy. I appreciate that one. Big E in the building. He said Cleveland will always do Cleveland things. That's a fact. Lonely 104. We talked about that earlier. Browns are terrible. 1044. Shout out to Lonely in the building. What else we got, man? I did shout out to the Nut the Lokier. Nut the Lokier. All right, bro. I got to get these names right, man. I'm working on them, baby. Nut the Lokier in the building. I appreciate you, man. Some of these new faces I see. I appreciate y'all coming through, man, tapping in with me. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Subscribe if you feel like I'm doing a good job. And I ain't no pressure on you either way, baby. Shout out Big Balls Diesel in the building. He said Watson going to earn some of that money he was gifted. 100%, bro. I just talked about it earlier. Cleveland Browns owner said, I'm leaving here with something. Like, he's the Denzel me. I'm leaving here with something. You ain't leaving here without giving me something, baby, all right? Shout out my boy, always Big Money Nola in the building. Rocco and Honcho is in the building as well. Rock, let's close out with you, big dog. Rock said, Mike Watson looking great. QBs look better than anticipated. Lots of great offensive line and defensive play going on. Far from a bad class. Oh, okay, Rocky. Okay, Rock. Okay, Rock. Okay, Rock. My bad, Blair. I ain't paying attention to that part. I'm just saying the guys that we're drafting, the guys that we talked about in our leagues. I ain't talking about the whole class now. I'm just talking about the 2026 class of picks that we took. We still ain't seen Mekhi Lemon, Jordan Tyson out for 2 months. Carnell Tate, I'm gonna go through his stat line. Carnell Tate for the preseason, I don't think he has a catch. Jeremiah Love, high ankle sprain. Fernando Mendoza, still a rookie. He still has solid games on him, on his jacket, but he's a rookie, right? Rookie QB. Scribble Scrabble, doing this thing. The most peppered target guy in the 49ers team currently. I mean, we go down the list of those 2026 picks, bro. It ain't looking good. That's what I was saying. I want to talk about the O-line and D-line. You trying to pull a fast one on me, but I ain't mad at you, brother. Call me out when you see it. All right. Shout out to user with a lot of different letters. Let's highlight the user right quick. Let's get to the user, and then we're gonna get to the show, baby. All right. Coasting, Malik Willis, or Tyler Warren and Shuck. This right here is a nice one, Playboy. Let me sip this right quick. Let me see something, baby. Let me see something right here. This right here, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna ask you, user. Now, this is when I like to do my favorite part. Who do you have the best relationship with? When I say that, who is your guy? Is Colston Loveland your guy, or is Tyler Warren your guy? Because I think that's what matters. If Tyler Warren is your guy, you roll with him and just take Shuck. Because I think Shuck has the better, like, trajectory. If it's up to me, I'm gonna say this. If it's up to me, damn, I'm taking Loveland over Tyler Warren, but I'm damn sure taking Shuck over Malik Willis. So I think I would take Tyler Warren and Shuck on this one, big dog. I would take Tyler Warren and Shuck on this one right here. I don't see me saying start Malik Willis when I have Tyler Shuck as the opportunity to start. I think I'm going Tyler Warren and Shuck right here, big dog. But if you have a relationship with Colston Loveland and you believe in the Bears offense and he's one of your favorite tight ends and he just has a little bit of an edge over Tyler Warren for you, go get your guy. But if it's up to me, if I'm on the clock and I got to make this decision, Tyler Warren and Shuck, big dog. I believe Tyler Warren is still this far away from Colston Loveland. Like, the name brand value of Colston Loveland is through the roof. But Tyler Warren is still one of them ones, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Keenan Allen just got signed. Who else? Josh Downs is no threat to Tyler Warren. Alec Pierce got paid like a true number one receiver, but I'm going to be honest, man. Tyler Warren is still the number one big dog over there when it comes to the passing game for me with the Colts. So Tyler Warren and Shuck would be my pick, but if I had to simmer it down, I would go with which one I can live with the most. If I'm a Colston Loveland fan to the core, I'm sticking with my guy. But go Tyler Warren and Shuck on that one, big dog. All right? Let me know something. Shout out to my boy, Nut the Loki said facts. This year picks are shaky. That's what I'm saying, bro. We're going to get to that, man. We're going to get to that real quick. I appreciate y'all being in the building, baby. Let's get this thing started, man. I took away my other screen, so let me bring that back up. But I kind of want to go through a couple of all the teams, man. Y'all let me know what your team is. I'll specifically go to that team. We'll check some stuff out. I'm just looking at NFL League news on all 32 teams. That's what we're going to go through today. Just to see where the roster bubbles are. Let's just see what's going on, man, around this league, man. I feel like right now it's shaky. It's shaky, baby. Of course, we got Deshaun Watson in the building from weeks 2 preseason. I will say this, though. If y'all didn't know, in case you didn't pay attention, Cowboys is on top of their game, baby. I just had to remind y'all that the Cowboys is doing that thing, baby. I'm just saying, man. I know it's only preseason. Nobody want to hear it. I get it. But the Cowboys is really running it up right now, man. All right, cool. Here we go. All right, let me get my ugly face over the screen, move it to the side a little bit. And we're going to talk about some of this game, man. Let's talk about this game we love so much. First of all, shout out to football being back, man. I don't know what y'all got going on in your households. I don't know if you're stressed out, You know, if your job stressing you, your lady, your woman, your kids, your dog, I don't know what's going on in your life. But just know it'll all be fixed soon, baby. Football is on the way. And that's what we need, man. A lot of us really, really need that football in our life, man. Everything seems to work when football comes on. I'm just reminding y'all of that. So we got a couple of more weeks and football to be here. Let me get to my boy Rock, and then we're going to get started on this thing. Rock said, you keep Loveland and trade something else for Warren or Shuck. Warren and Loveland will outperform 80%. All right. I mean, but that's what I'm saying, Rock. He didn't say which side he was on. He just said Colston, Willis, or Tyler and Shuck. So maybe he don't have both. I don't know. Rock, I let you holler at the user. All right, big dog. Maybe you are a user. You trying to get some content over here cheap, man. I gotta watch you. Watch my boy Rock. My boy Big E said Lane will make Bateman move to receiver 3. Hey, E, I don't know if you heard me before. Jacoby Lane is one of my favorite receivers coming out of this class. And for one reason, Dez Bryant put me on to Jacoby Lane. Dez Bryant said on draft night, Jacoby Lane is a dog. Y'all watch him. As soon as my boy said it, I went and watched Jacoby Lane. He was one of my favorite receivers coming out of the class because I listened to my boy Dez. He played receiver. He knew what the hell was going on. Kobe Lane, man, one of them ones. So let's talk about it, though, man. Let's go through a little bit of the AFC East right now. I am on NFL.com. So for those, let me see who wrote the article. I do like to give people their praise. Kevin Patra, shout out to you, senior news writer. Shout out to Kevin, man. We appreciate you, big dog, for all your analysis. Let's see what Kevin got going on. He said, hold up, man. I am trying to read my chat. I got some new faces in here, man. I appreciate seeing y'all faces, man. Hopefully you enjoy seeing my face. If not, I get it out of the damn way. Boy got the Browns. Hey, man, I'm not saying that the Browns were even the favorite, right? I heard it was only like 40 people at the game. But now you boycotting them, man. Goodness gracious. I'm just saying, man, boycotting the Browns sounds crazy because I don't think nobody even going to show up anyway. But if you believe in not showing up and not giving the Browns their love, I ain't mad at that at all. All right, one more time. All right, baby. All right. Let's see what we got right here. Let's go to the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo. DJ Moore has impressive training camp. It appears Josh Allen might finally have a go-to target that he missed from Stephon Diggs. And the defense is a work in progress, particularly as it navigates health issues. But keep the eye on the rookie, Caleb Elam, and flashes throughout the camp. 4th-round pick might push to start the gig right off the bat, but continue improvement through the preseason can make him a vital cog, essentially on the event of an injury. So right now, man, the Buffalo Bills, to me, they've kind of been a quiet team, right? We kind of expect them to be what they want to be. And there's certain teams like Seattle, like the Rams, like Buffalo. I'm not even going to say the Rams because the Rams actually have backups that we pay attention to and that we want to see. But teams like Buffalo that don't have like these big name backup players that play so far, this right here is good news because we want to hear the little bit of starter news that we think we need to hear. And hearing DJ Moore has impressed. We heard earlier DJ Moore was saying he didn't know the playbook. It was tough to learn. I mean, that was way back in like May or June. But now that we're in the midst of August, and we're weeks away from the season, those that got DJ Moore for, your late second round picks, or just in a throw-in sense when he got moved on from the Chicago Bears, that's what you want to hear, man. And to hear that this is finally the go-to target since Stephon Diggs. I mean, all the Khalil Shakir stakes, I haven't heard one word about Khalil Shakir at all, right? I'm hearing more about Dalton Kincaid having a comeback season. My boy Keon Coleman, of course, he's ankle messed up. DJ Moore might actually be the go-to receiver that we all kind of forgot about. I mean, the man has had 1,000 yards. Other than last year, I believe he's had 1,000 yards every single season with a different quarterback his whole career. So if you ever have a different quarterback in your career, Josh Allen is the one you might want to have. So shout out to this news analysis on the Buffalo Bills. Y'all got any thoughts on Buffalo? Let me know. But we're going to move right along. The Miami Dolphins, the wide receiver picking order remains in question. That I agree with. We don't know who the hell is the starter. But key starters, Austin Jackson, right tackle, and Greg Dulcich have missed time due to injury, but never but neither is expected to be a long-term issue, absent both a painful offensive team in Miami. So, yeah, they both going to be painful as far as the offense. Doesn't matter who really starts. And that's my biggest thing with that trade, right? When user asked about Coastal Loveland and Willis or Shuck and Warren, this is fantasy. So we're not talking about wins or losses, but we're talking about Malik Willis being this runner. Yes, you're going to have your run games. You're going to have your breakout Malik Willis games. But let's be real, man. We got to simmer our expectations down on Malik Willis just a little bit. And it's coming from a guy that stood on Malik Willis being my man. I'm riding with Malik. I really want to see him make it after what happened in Tennessee. We got to simmer it down, man. I think when we looked at what Tyler Shuck has done, how do you even compare that to what Malik Willis couldn't do, right? He doesn't have the coaching. He doesn't have the weapons. He has the wheels. He has the feet. But Tyler Shuck can run too. Tyler Shuck can run with Trevor Lawrence. He can run with Bo Nix. He can run with some of the best of them in the game right now. And you can't tell me that just because Tyler Shuck is with the Saints or he's a second-year guy, that Malik Willis being the starter and can run and did what he did in Green Bay is all of a sudden just a boost over what Tyler Shuck can do. So it's going to be spooky hours in Miami. Chris Bell over there coming off an injury. We don't know what to expect from him in year one. This is going to be ugly, man. I believe this is the best ball offense. I know A-Chan, shout out my boy T-Rock, that's his guy. I'm scared of everything about Miami, but South Beach, baby. I ain't scared of South Beach, but I'm scared of the damn Dolphins. I tell you that for a fact. Scared of the Miami Dolphins offense. Scared of it, man. So I'm hoping that my boy, I don't want to say his name because if I say his name, the Cowboys won't get him. Let's just say they have a very good linebacker that I'm hoping once out of Miami by week 8 and the Cowboys get him. All right? I don't want to say his name because every time we scream names, we never get the guys. All right. But Miami Dolphins overall is nothing to look forward to right now. Anyway, let's just see what happens. Let's move on to the New England Patriots, and I get right back to the chat. I'm not looking at it, so I'll get back to y'all. Kayshon Boutte. Now, this right here is a good conversation about the New England Patriots. Kayshon Boutte continues to showcase upside, particularly with his deep ball skill set. Despite losing some reps to blockbuster acquisition A.J. Brown, Boutte has impressed daily. He's either going to net the Patriots something in a trade or force the team to keep him on the roster. This right here is the exact conversation I wanted to have. Kayshon Boutte right now, nobody is screaming Kayshon Boutte. Everybody, I guess, kind of forgot about him. And I think it's because of this trade rumor situation. We seen the Houston Texans lose Jaden Higgins. They went and signed Zay Jones and somebody else. I'm not saying that he is available, but I think it's time for the Kayshon Boutte sweepstakes to start, man. I think the next big injury at receiver, you're going to start seeing offers being sent to the New England Patriots because right now, Kayshon Boutte putting on tape, man. He putting on a class. He putting on a showcase right now, and remember in LSU before the what was that? He went to a party and just tripping, right? Before he started tripping in LSU, which is kind of sucks because he had Jaden Daniels as his quarterback and he could have been there that year and he went through all that mess. Kayshon Boutte was one of them ones, though, or at least for a season or so. He was one of them guys that we knew was going to got in trouble. But this is the thing about getting in trouble. Your talent don't leave. Your talent don't go into the Space Jam ball because you got in trouble. Kayshon Boutte is still a great damn receiver, man. So to see that he's mixed in with all these Kyron Williams and not Kyron Williams. Y'all remind me of the receiver out there in New England. We got A.J. Brown, though. You got they just signed Romeo Dobbs, right? Hunter Henry. They got a lot of weapons over there. Kayshon Boutte is just lost in the sauce right now, and it's really not his fault. I believe a team that really is in need of a deep threat pass receiver, I think New England still need him, but I think they're kind of in the fence of don't want to pay him. They don't, want to play him. I think he's going to, like this guy just said on this, he's either going to net the Patriots something in a trade or he's going to force the team to keep him on the roster. I think Kayshon Boutte is a perfect example of a guy that he needs to be where he needs to be. Put him there or keep him there. Whatever you want to do, New England, figure it out. But Kayshon Boutte getting slept on right now. And the New England Patriots 0-1, man. Let's hook Kayshon up, all right? You gave him the opportunity. We appreciate it. But let's hook him up, man. Also, Christian Gonzalez, payday. The good news is the issue isn't keeping him off the field. Again, I don't think the Cowboys are going to get him, but let's pay these young guys. Hook up KG or CG. Let's hook it up, baby, all right? Now let's move on to the Jets. I see the David Bailey hype train. This is the news you get with the New York Jets, all right? David Bailey, the kicker, is getting real. I've been seeing stuff on my Twitter, on my X, that David Bailey is getting hyped up in New York right now. Like he's the greatest kicker of all time. That just lets you know what the hell going on in New York. Nothing. They out here praising the kicker. Now, I know the Cowboys praised Brandon Aubrey. I know the Baltimore Ravens at the time praised their kicker, who's one of the greatest of all time. He got in his situation. He's gone, right? Justin Tucker. We go through this thing of kickers that we kind of like, yeah, he's a go-to. He's a locked-in, whatever. But the New York Jets, man, we want to hear about Garrett Wilson one-hand catches and Omar Cooper maybe being a polished receiver. We don't want to hear about no damn David Bailey running the hype train. Come on, man. Oh, damn. Hey, hold on, Hunter. You know what's so crazy?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You know what's so crazy, Honcho? I saw what's their kicker name? Honcho, you are 100% right. I'm so damn retarded. What's the Jets kicker? I saw a story about their kicker. Hold on. What the kicker? I saw a story on my page about the Jets kicker, bro, and it threw me off. Right? I was like, "What the hell are they talking about a kicker for?" It was a story last week about a kicker. Whole time I'm thinking about Dan Bailey. My bad, Honcho, man. Hold on. What? Get me off the screen. Get me out of here. Please unsubscribe, lock off, get me the hell out of here, man. I don't. Thank you, Honcho. Thank you. I literally, because remember, Dan Bailey played for them last year, and I saw something on my timeline the other day about the kicker. Bro, please get me out of here. This is what happens when you do stuff by yourself, man. Thank you, my boy. Thank you. Dan Bailey was their kicker last year, and I saw a story about their kicker. I don't know why I saw a story about the kicker. So, my bad, big dog. Hold on one more time, man. Get me the hell out of here. Unsubscribe. Do whatever you got to do. I appreciate it, man. I'm a damn idiot. It's my bad. It's so good. It's cool, man. Yeah. My bad, Cornbro. I was thinking the same thing, but I was mistaken. Dan Bailey was their kicker last year, and I did see a story about their kicker, and I kept saying, why the hell they just talking about a kicker? Cool. All right, my bad. Hype train. The run, stop. The running is nonstop. All right, cool. My bad. Dan Bailey, number one pick. Makes sense, right? Now, I will just say this, to go back to the Jets, though, because I actually was going to talk about the defense anyway. That's why it's blowing me that I even let that happen. I'm hearing praise about the Jets defense. I'm actually hearing that the Jets defense, which, last year they got rid of every single defensive player they could have got rid of. They basically gave whoever was the quarterback last year, Aaron Rodgers, whoever was trying to win this team or try to get everything together, Justin Fields, all these other people, right? Not Aaron Rodgers, but it could have been Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying Justin Fields pretty much was just non-existent. Whoever they wanted to try to win games last year, they gave them no opportunity because the defense, they got rid of everybody. But all I keep hearing right now is the defense is looking all right. The defense is looking in shape. They went and signed a lot of veterans, like I said before. But that offense right now, again, I'm hearing about Garrett Wilson. I'm seeing Garrett Wilson. He making play after play after play. Geno Smith is coming in there. He threw his first couple touchdowns the other day. Breece Hall had suffered the strain. I know we thought it was a major injury. It was some kind of calf strain or some kind of core leg injury, whatever. I don't know what to think about the Jets right now, though. As I'm reading right here, Kenyon Sadiq suffered a setback with a hernia surgery. Isn't a positive sign for the athletic tight end making an immediate impact. The injury, as well as the inherent difficulty of transitioning to the pros at the tight end position, could make a slog number 16 overall pick. Adding a praise of veteran Jalen Woods, who played for the Jets of Frank Wright. Every time I see Frank Wright, man, oh my goodness, Frank Wright. What's up with Mason Taylor? I mean, talking about Jelani Woods. Where Mason Taylor at, man? Frank Wright. When you see this name right here, how does this dude get a job as a OC? Did Le'Veon Bell say he was sniffing some drugs at halftime? I don't know, but my bad. Shout out my boy Honcho for saving the brother. All right, this is what I'm talking about, man. Brother on brother, man. I appreciate you. All right? No, I appreciate the big dog because I'm thinking about Dan Bill. I did read about their bum kicker, but shout out to you. Let me move on from the Jets, man. Right? My bad on that one. I appreciate y'all. I don't got to go through every team too. The Jets I should even have went on anyway, but let's get to the Baltimore Ravens. Pretty much the Ravens. Let's see. There we go. That's what I want to talk about. Rookie receiver Jacoby Lane continues to be the toast of the Ravens camp, piling up highlight reel catches. OC, my boy Doyle, that's my boy Rock, new OC. He been hyping him up for a minute. Deacon Doyle went so far to compare him to former Saints star receiver Michael Thomas. High praise in camp, but can the third round push his way onto the field immediately? Again, man, I said this during the season. I mean, during the off season, during the draft time. I know we had this thing where they drafted multiple receivers. We didn't know what to do with Sherrod at the time. We didn't know what to do with Lane at the time. I think Lamar is looking for a guy outside of Zay. I think Zay is that fast, in the middle cut receiver. Lamar's looking for a big dog, man. I know D-Hop was supposed to be there at the age that he was. Dez Bryant went there, yeah. They thought he could do it. They paid Odell Beckham like $17, $18 million with no damn ACLs to try to be the big dog. Now they went out, now they went out there and addressed it, the receiver position, twice in the draft. I mean, they went and got Rashad Bateman a couple years ago in the first round. I don't know, or second round. Early pick. That right there, they should have known. Jacoby Lane, though, man. And the one thing I like about him, for those that haven't watched him, haven't paid attention to him, I keep on saying this. Jacoby is a funny guy, man. He reminds me of that player on your team that you need. Those young guys in the locker room that, get on the veterans' nerve and just say stupid stuff and dance all day. I know that the old people at home hate watching Travis Hunter dance and, man, go play defense, learn the playbook. It's a new day, man. It's a new day. It's about enjoying your job, enjoying what you do. All that hard work that you put in, you don't wait to get to the NFL to not enjoy it. And guys like Jacoby Lane is enjoying his job. He's enjoying his journey. And he's enjoying the atmosphere in Baltimore, baby. So shout out Jacoby Lane, man. And shout out to this report because I believe I ain't know about the Michael Thomas comparison. That's my first time reading that one. But Jacoby Lane going to be one of them ones, man. So our next mock draft, we're going to see where Jacoby Lane go. All right. Let's talk about another team, though. Another team that people, I guess, seem to care about, seem to be scared of, seem to think still a playoff Super Bowl team. And I'm going to be real. I'm in here sweating like hell. Maybe I'm nervous. I don't know. Cincinnati Bengals, man. How y'all really feel about the Cincinnati Bengals? Because I'm going to be real with y'all. It's always the hype train with the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, LSU, #1 overall pick, Mr. Heisman, Mr. Cigar Smoker. Jamar Chase, #1 receiver in the league, best to ever do it, LSU. T. Higgins, my dog, can't stay healthy, but when he plays, one of the best #2s in the league. Chase Brown, who I always seem to sleep on every year, has consistently been a top 12, top 10 running back every single time, which I think a lot of that is because the defense is bad. Now they went out there, they traded for one of the best D tackles in the league. They went out there and they helped out the defensive line. They helped the year prior. They went and got some defensive players. I'm even seeing that the defense is, on the preseason at least, looking compatible, right? But Cincinnati Bengals don't seem to do it. And if you ask me, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I say this every time. I'm going to keep saying it. They wouldn't have made the Super Bowl if Lamar Jackson didn't miss them last 2 games. I'm just saying, man. They beat Snoop on a play where I think he fumbled the ball at the inch line, and it was a terrible play call. But I'm just saying they made that Super Bowl to me by luck, man. I'm be honest. I ain't no Cincinnati hater. They shouldn't have been no damn Super Bowl contenders. I'm going to be real with you. But anyway, let's get to them. I don't mean to bring them down, tear them down. And I like this report. I like this report right here. I know I'm winging it a little bit, but I like this report because of this one right here. And I will talk about the beginning. The under center game has been ugly, exactly. Since he insists is part of the plan to evolve the offense. It's fine to work out the kinks through August. That I agree with. I love that Joe Burrow plays. I love that he's getting sacked and he's figuring it out because you need to work this out in August, not in September. If it continues to be an issue come real games, expect the Bengals to scrap it and go to what works for Joe Burrow. So, hey, they risking their QB's health, but they saying, listen, we got to figure out if it works, because if it don't, we get it out of here. I do like hearing that. At least you know we're not just sticking with something that don't work. But this right here is the conversation I want to highlight. This right here is the one. My boy Yoshi Vaz has worked with the first team offense, likely keeping him as a number 3 receiver, but that boy Kobe Young could swipe the gig with more impressive plays like he showcased early in the week. Young would bring a different element if he can bypass Yoshi Vaz. And I'm going to be real. I've been reading the hype. I've been hearing the hype. I haven't watched much of Kobe Young, but this is the name right here to look forward to. We all saw when Tyler Boyd was the number 3 in his offense. Anytime you got a number 3, that's why we keep taking Yoshi Vaz. The last 2 years, we thought Yoshi Vaz is one of them guys, right? Please don't make me say my boy name because he's out of the league at this point, I believe. He couldn't stay out of trouble. If you know, you know, that receiver that I was so high on last year and the year before, and I don't want to say his name because he irritates me, right? Young guy. We all know he's a knucklehead. They had a number 3 in him, and he's gone. I believe he's gone. He was on punt return last I watched. But Kobe Young right now is making plays. And he could be the number 3 receiver if Yoshi Vaz don't, I guess, step up into what he wants. And I truly believe that they're looking for that Tyler Boyd that they don't want to pay. Like, they don't want to pay to have a Tyler Boyd. They want to draft one. Go check out your leagues. Go check out your free agencies. Hey, man, that's another body right there. If you got a deep class, you got a deep bench on your team, Kobe Young, one of them names. All right. Cleveland Brown, though, baby. Cleveland Browns. Let me see. I got some people in the chat right here. Rock said, I hope Lane improves me wrong and is solid. Just need solid. Him and Heaven. Yeah, Rock, you definitely said Lane wasn't your guy, and you didn't hate him. You just said he ain't your favorite guy. And like I said, when we was doing our thing, I told you, bro, Jacoby Lane, man. Dez Bryant said he was the one. I believe it. So we're going to see, man. Young Marley in the building. He said the Bengals are the same boat as the Ravens Bills, just with a white quarterback. Okay, shout out Young Marley for that one. Shout out Young Marley for that one. T-Rod, the Patriots made it by luck. The Bengals lost the last drive because Kupp and Darnold are unstoppable. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I'm going to be honest, though, Rob. Remember, Odell was on that team, too. And let's be real, too. The Patriots did make it by luck, right? But the Bengals weren't really all that, though, bro. They beat the Chiefs by luck. Let's be real. The Bengals beat the Chiefs by luck, man. The Bengals that year got lucky. It happens. It is what it is. Some of us think Seattle won by luck last year. Just saying. But, hey, I don't believe in luck because it damn sure don't never hit my door. Let's get straight to it. I don't know if this is updated because it said Deshaun and Watson continue to rotate practices. Shedeur reportedly. Now, let's just read this. This was like, I think, 11 hours ago. So this is before the news. Shedeur reportedly looked like the slightly better QB early in camp. But Todd Monken will continue to divvy up the reps. Neither Watson nor Shedeur stands out as seemingly open the door for I don't know if that happens. Open the door for Dylan Gabriel. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, man, we ain't got to talk about these bums no more, man. It is what it is with the Cleveland Browns. Hey, shout out Shedeur, man. You know how it is over here on this side, baby. We going to always hold the rollie up. Shimmy, this for you, big dog. This for you, man.
Time's up. Shedeur Sanders with the rollie in the arm.
All right, baby. We back. Now let's get to the Pittsburgh Steelers right quick. Now that was the AFC North that we was on. I ain't even announced that, but I'm sure y'all get the hint at this point. We could talk about the old heads, but let's really talk about this room right here, man. This room right here is too early to say whether the 2025 6th-round pick Will Howard or the 2026 3rd-round pick Drew Ayler have an advantage in the QB room. That's what the preseason is. Aaron Rodgers takes all the snaps. It could come down to whether Howard will make the 31-year-old. Yeah, why is Mason Rudolph even on the team? That's number one. But let's talk about this right quick, because I did read a story about Will Howard is still going to make the roster. I don't know why they was just saying get rid of him. I read maybe the fans were saying that. Maybe they want him out of the way because he's taking some reps away from Drew Ayler. But I think the Drew Ayler game that just happened, he kind of came back down to the rookie status. That Green Bay game, Green Bay just looked terrible. They played no defense, right? I'm going to be real, though. 3rd round pick in 2026, 5th round pick in 2026. I mean, 6th round pick in 2025 with Will Howard. You got a new regime over there, Mike McCarthy. I think Drew Ayler is 100% going to be the future backup. If anything, he's the future backup with this team under the new regime. Will Howard, I still believe, deserves a spot. But I'm not banking on Drew Ayler playing this year, man. I'm not banking on Drew Ayler playing at all. Like, I truly believe Aaron Rodgers is going out with a bang. Aaron Rodgers is not leaving that field unless his leg falls off. We all know Aaron Rodgers is a petty guy, right? He made Jordan Love wait. I believe he wanted to make J.J. McCarthy wait. He wanted to go to Minnesota so bad. And at this point, man, I mean, I know they got Kyler, but I wouldn't have mind seeing Aaron Rodgers go this year. I think Aaron Rodgers is letting Drew Ayler know, hey, man, hold my beer. You know what I'm saying? You just enjoy the game because you're not coming in. I don't ever see Drew Ayler playing this year. And I just think with the class being so strong, you can't guarantee Drew Ayler to even play next year, man. So that's my fear with Drew Ayler. But we will see how things shake out. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be who they are. And we're going to figure that one out. This one right here, though, is kind of shaky. I don't know who to trust in this backfield at all. It says, ignore the fake depth chart. Rico Dowdle appears on his way to taking the lead role in the timeshare with Jaylen Warren. And that's funny because when you go look at Sleeper on the ADP, when you're doing your mock drafts or you're doing your startup drafts, Jaylen Warren is in front of Rico Dowdle by like 4 or 5 spots. And I just don't know how. Like, I've always seen that Rico Dowdle was listed as a starter. So I'm trying to figure that one out. But I really don't trust either one. Like, I keep saying this every day, man. Mike McCarthy throws the ball, man. I'm a Dak Prescott guy. Ezekiel Elliott was phased out of that offense. Tony Pollard had a great season, but I think that's because they didn't want Zeke around. They wanted Tony Pollard to have that season. They wanted to justify getting rid of Zeke. After that, Rico Dowdle looked okay in Dallas. But, man, they want to throw that damn ball, man. 4,100 yards an attempt. I ain't going to say Aaron Rodgers is going to have 41, but 4,100-yard attempt for Aaron Rodgers this year. Let's quote me on that, all right? Quote me on that one. I'm taking the quote on that, all right? AFC South, baby. AFC South, for those that's in the building. I see we got some people in the chat. Uh-oh. I ain't seen Pops all morning. He ain't say, what's up? He ain't say, yeah, I'm in the building. What's good? Soon as I mention Zeke, there you go. Soon as I mention Zeke. That's all I'm saying, Pops. You ain't say what's good. You ain't say, yeah, I'm in the building. Soon as I mention Zeke, though, here you come, man. I'm just saying, Pops. I know how you roll, brother. I know how you use a hater, man. I know you a hater. It's all good. I know how you roll, man. I know how you get down on us. All right, there we go. Bengals lucky they didn't run into the Bills. Shout out Connor, man. Shout out my boy, the only Bills fan I know. Went to the new stadium, true Bills fan. He holding it down over there. Young Marley said, you could say the most for QBs that are in the AFC. Only 2 of them, Patty and Burrow, barely made it. It made it to the Super Bowl. Now, Herbert, Allen, that's why the Patty hate is wild. Well, we all know people going to hate you when you're the best it's your position, brother. People hate LeBron James no matter what he do, right? People hate Tom Brady. I was a Tom Brady hater. I'm not going to lie to you. No matter what he did, the man took my money every Super Bowl. I still bet against him. People hate Floyd Mayweather no matter how good he is. When you the best, brother, they hate on you. You know how that rock. Casey, I got you on your question. Give me 1 second. Let me get through a couple more of these teams, and I'm going to get your question. I'm going to start that one up. All right, if you don't mind waiting until a little later, I got you. Please, please, please. Wait 1 second on me. Warren going to get the passing work. Now, that I do agree with, Connor. But Rico can catch the ball, too. I think when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to Aaron Rodgers, who can block the best? Aaron Rodgers is a no-nonsense guy. He want his guy to have his back. If Jalen Warren can block better than Rico, Jalen Warren will get the ball. If Rico blocks better than Jalen Warren, Rico will get the ball. I think it's whoever blocks better for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers goes with who holds him down. That's who he feed. You know it's all love, Pops. You still a hater, though, all right? Still a hater, man. Let's get straight to it, though. Houston, Texas, AFC South. D'Amico Ryans, he calls Rutledge a swarm player, special work ethic, and relentless mindset. Okay, swarm, huh? I like that. That's a new phrase. I ain't never heard that one. He embodies what Ryan has built, and then it's no small thing for the coach to use to describe as a rookie battling for a starting gig. Rutledge can play center or guard, but the first pick feels like opening day pivot in Houston. Well, they're going to need everything they can get up front when it comes to the Houston Texans, man. Good morning, sweetheart. All right, that's my daughter, man, for y'all. They didn't know. Shout out my big baby. Yeah, I think the Houston Texans need everything they can up front, man. They need to protect their quarterback. They need to protect the run game. And they need to make sure everybody's focused. But Tank Dell participated in his first padded practice since 2024. He was limited capacity, but that's excellent. And step nonetheless, Houston offense is different when he's right. And I'm going to be real. I say this all the time. And that's one of my favorite lines I keep saying. But I saw some news about the 49ers. He's arrested. Oh, okay. For those that need to know this, while I pivot from the Tank Dell news, the 49ers owner arrested in Ohio on prostitution-related case. Prosecutors amended an original engaged prostitution count to a misdemeanor disorderly conduct before pleading no contest Monday. So, hey, man, let you know, man, it ain't tricking if you got it, but I guess it's tricking if you do it. So, 49ers owner, baby. Good thing for him. He's an owner. Nobody cares, right? If he was a player, he'd be running his news and running his name in the ground. He's this, he's that. He's an owner. Nobody would care. So, shout out to the 49ers, man. Just letting y'all know I heard the news. Tank Dell, though, participated in his first padded practice. And I say this all the time, though, about Tank Dell. Tank Dell is C.J. Stroud's rock. Pause on that one. Say what you got to say. But Tank Dell, to me, is the reason why C.J. Stroud either fails or he doesn't. C.J. Stroud asked for them to trade to draft him when they was on their podcast run together. Go look at any C.J. Stroud appearance on a podcast. Tank Dell was with him. Go look at that injury when Tank Dell got hurt against the Chiefs. C.J. Stroud was a shook individual. The man couldn't finish the game. He was crying, boo-hooing. Tank Dell is C.J. Stroud's best friend, if you ask me. And I think he hasn't looked the same since Tank Dell has missed time. Because when Tank Dell was playing, C.J. Stroud was cooking. And I'm not saying that Tank Dell got to be on the field all the time, but I think just seeing his brother, we all got those coworkers or those brothers or those family members, whoever, that when they around, we feel good. Like we feel safe. I think that's Tank Dell for C.J. Stroud, if you ask me. So anytime I hear Tank Dell news and he's back, I think, hey, I'm boosting C.J. Stroud up a little bit. I'm just saying, quote me on that one. C.J. Stroud, if Tank Dell plays, looks 100% better. That's all I'm saying, baby. And let's get to the end of it. Jadeveon Clowney covers any questions about the Texans pass rotation. I'm going to be honest, man. All the Cowboys didn't get Clowney back, man. I'm going to miss Clowney. He was a cool guy. Shout out to him. Rock said, of all places, Ohio. Yeah, man. That's what they say, brother. He was getting it in Ohio. You know what I'm saying? He was rocking with Cam. Killer Cam said, get it out of Ohio, baby. I don't know. We're going to find that one out. We're going to find that one out. He said Fizz Stroud has one of the best receivers in the game. Nico Stroud needs a step. I'm with you, Rock, but sometimes, Rock, what you always tell me, when you and me cooking, that's when you on top of your game. I'm not saying I'm your Tank Dell. I'm just saying you got your guy that you know when he around, we good. I think Tank Dell is C.J. Stroud. No matter how good Nico Collins is, I just think Tank Dell need his guy. I mean, C.J. need his guy. I think Tank Dell is C.J. Stroud's guy. You need him. You need him in the building, baby. That's all I'm saying, Rock. Let's get to the coach, though. We're going to get through the AFC South and jump straight to the next one. I'm going to get at any questions y'all got. I do have one startup. Y'all got any fantasy questions, trade questions? I do have the Mr. Voorhees and Onion Night trade. I'm going to talk about that. Any other thing y'all got going on? I got a little bit of time today, baby. You know, Monday morning, man. It's the morning juice. Make sure you're sipping something. Coach, Daniel Jones has reportedly looked excellent. Okay. I think somebody reached for him the other day in our mock draft, and I was like, it's just hearing that name, Daniel Jones, man. It's just the most unsexiest thing you can do, right? I'm a Jones, so shout out to him, but he ain't my cousin, all right? Daniel Jones has reportedly looked excellent. Just 8 months removed from Achilles surgery, taking all the first-team reps early in camp, and the best news Indy could hope for. Coming from Achilles surgery and hearing this, though, especially when I think his injury, they was like, what, week 9, week 10? I had to show you, man, medicine is different. I don't know what medicine they got, but can I get it for my damn hip and my back and my leg? Because I'm still hurting. I'm 20 days in from a back, whatever, and my body's still broke. But hook me up, man. But Daniel Jones, you know, being out there, Anthony Richardson is cooked, Rice. I'm going to be honest. I don't know why I'm holding him on like 3 teams. I'm about to cut him, bro. I don't care where he goes. I'm done. I'm over it. Because whoever pick him up, they're going to cut him 3 months after that. So, the A-Rich situation is over, and I see it's down here. But Daniel Jones looking excellent. They're going to need him. And I think Keenan Allen, I think I said this earlier, Keenan Allen is like 50-plus receptions away from being number 3 overall all time. Not just for the Colts, not just for the Chargers, not just for the Bears, all time. Keenan Allen needs like, let's just say 60 to be fair. 60 receptions to be number 3 all time. If you ask me, players, coaches, everybody in that locker room is going to make sure Keenan Allen get that record because you want that as a team, as an aura, especially if they're a playoff team. So Daniel Jones, if you're looking for him, go get him. It sounds like he's the best thing that they need right now. The cornerbacks, though, led by Sauce Gardner, you got Ward. They have garden praise, but in particularly due to face questionable receiver crew, the Colts need Alec Pierce full go. Tyler Warren could be in a massive target share given the questions at receiver, which we just talked about. Again, Tyler Warren is their number 1 target. Just to be real. Riley Leonard has the inside track on a number 2 gig over Anthony Richardson, who continues to ride the boom-bust roller coaster. Crazy work, man. Crazy work that we see. What's going on? Yeah, it's just crazy work we see right now. Rock said, I can't argue with that. You got me in the heart with that one. There we go, big dog. Hey, you know you my dog, man. You know you my guy. You know you my guy, boy. Shout out my boy Rock, man. He said he's saving the talk on our redraft for another time. Well, we're going to have a redraft recap, man, soon. Holler at a guest. I'm going to have a guest with that one. We're going to have a redraft conversation. We had that one. I might do a mock draft tonight if I'm up to it. Tomorrow, my kids go to school, so got to cut my son hair. I told my son we're going to have a good family day. We're going to figure out something that we all going to do together just to close out the summer. And, hey, we're going to have us a good day today, man. So today's family day. So if I don't get to the mock draft today, we'll do a mock draft this week. But I do want to do the recap, Rock. Marty said, not your boy AR. I thought he was going to be special. Yeah, hey, we all thought so, big dog. Sometimes things change. You hear me? Let's get to your Jaguars. All right, let's see what this other guy, Travis Hunter, is. I thought he was going to be special in fantasy. All right, let's go. Let's talk about it then. I'm still a Travis Hunter guy. Just throwing it out there. Travis Hunter continues to have consistent work on both sides of the ball. And 11 on 11, he worked through 6 practices. Cornerback receiver had taken 51 reps on defense, 35 on offense. Over the weekend, Hunter flashed his potential on both sides of the ball with the interception followed by a 35-yard catch. The dual threat should see more reps on D this year, but he won't be invincible on offense. So I'm gonna be honest. I think now I was a truther on Travis Hunter. I gave up, I believe, in one of my leagues, like the 111 plus some other stuff for Travis Hunter and another like pick swap. At that price, looking at this draft class, you got Scribbly, one of the best picks right now. But at that price, at the time, was like Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston, Jonah Coleman, Nick Singleton at the time was going high. Right now, I'm not saying that I probably will make that trade today, right? But I think if anything happens to Brian Thomas, who they may not pay him, if anything happens to Parker Watson getting hurt, any injuries happening, this is the thing about the Jaguars. They already paid Jacoby. I definitely believe they're going to pay Parker Washington. They paid Brent Strange. Brian Thomas Jr. has to be the only odd man out right now because he was a first-round pick, and he's the one that's kind of underachieved as far as a receiver go for the new regime. Our man then is looking at Brian Thomas. Let's just say Brian Thomas doesn't resign or he doesn't come back as the number 1, 2, 3 receiver in a year or so. And I'm talking about Travis Hunter's outlook for a year, maybe not this year. Travis Hunter can still slide in and be one of those top 3 guys in this offense. And I think Jacoby Myers being signed for another year, so Parker Washington will get paid. If BTJ don't step his game up this year and he don't earn that contract, Travis Hunter can be locked in as a top 3 receiver for this team. He can still be an offensive weapon for our fantasy teams. That's all I'm saying. But in 2026, I still believe, hey, best ball, I'm still rolling with Travis. I still believe he can get you what you need, whether it's special teams, whether it's a sneaky play. Because I think this Coach Liam knows what he wants. Coach Liam knows exactly what he want to do. And he's not going to give us the blueprint right now. He making you think he don't want to play Travis. Trust me when I tell you, they didn't give away a first round pick and look at Travis and say, oh, yeah, we only want you doing one thing. They have a plan, and the Coach Liam understands exactly what he's supposed to be doing, man. So I ain't mad at Coach at all. Rock, I'm a little salty right now because I just realized on our show I had the Jaguars Duval video. I don't have it on this one. So I got to get back on my game on this one, man. Where my damn Duval video at? I ain't got it, big dog. I tried to sneak that one in. It ain't on this screen, baby. But let's get to that receiver room. Parker Washington ascension continues. The slot receiver has been praised relentlessly through the opening parts of camp, with Washington blooming, Brian Thomas Jr. getting back on track, and Jacoby Myers remaining his steady self. The Jaguars don't need extensive contributions from Hunter on offense. So I just say that they don't need that right now. But again, I think Coach Liam knows exactly what he want to do. He's not giving us his playbook right now. Trust me when I tell you, he going to have some trick plays up his sleeve for Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter going to be okay. He going to be all right. All right. That's all I'm saying. Let's see what Young Molly got to say. I know he in the chat. He said, Trev, best receivers are small slap type guys. Kurt got paid because he was compatible with Trevor. I mean, let's see what Rock says. Travis Hunter still generates new talent. He just won't be for fantasy. Rock, man. You know I got to kick you off my damn screen for that. Come on, man. Let's get to the worst team in the AFC South looking right now, man. It's ugly out there. I think next is the NFC North or the NFC, and we're going to breeze through that one a little faster. I don't even want to talk about this team, but we got to talk about this team. Carnell Tate's been mostly quiet, but the Ohio State product has flashed the big playability you hope to see from a top 5 pick. Meanwhile, the second-year receiver, Alec Ayomaner, has been showing out, with several beat writers suggesting he's been the star of camp. Unfortunately for Ayomaner, the left practice early Thursday with the shoulder issue. Coach Sala reported that it feels stable. Ayomaner is okay and a continued ascension. Hold up, man. He ain't get that much in depth, man. I want to hear about this. Perhaps the best thing we could say of Cam Ward development is he's apparently playing mistake-free football. Yeah, he playing mistake-free because he ain't throwing it to nobody. He can't make mistakes if the receivers ain't catching it. He throwing the ball to the damn air, man. I mean, what? I'm not going to lie to you. Shout out my boy Gov. Gov was in the Discord last night. We was talking about Cam Ward. And I had put a bet on the Titans to win the game last night. And I was thinking they're going to play the starters. The starters are going to try to set the tone, right? They lost that game against the 49ers. This week, they playing the Seattle Seahawks. And I'm not saying that they're going to do this rah-rah type performance, but I'm thinking the Tennessee Titans are going to play more starters than Seattle Seahawks. When I looked at the score and they was down by 7 and Will Levis had to come out there, I almost cashed out. Thank God I didn't. I ended up winning my parlay. But Cam Ward right now, man, is the most disappointing probably player of notice to me, to be honest. I know my boy Rock. He wasn't high on him at all. He said he was around a bunch of trash and he should probably look like trash. But we all said Connell Tate is one of the greatest prospects in his class. A lot of people, not me, a lot of people said Connell Tate was the locked in number 2 pick. You don't trust a quarterback at the 102 if you don't have to. And with the class of 2027 coming, this, that, and the third. I'm going to be honest, man. And I'm not saying that those people were wrong because Connell Tate is only 2 preseason games in, right? I'm not sitting here acting like Connell Tate is over with. But you can't tell me looking at this 2026 class, which you talked about a little earlier, and looking at our drafts where we took Jeremiah Love locked in. When we got to that 102, to me, it was always Fernando Mendoza because I think the LA Vegas Raiders want to make sure everything around him is going to work. And I think they're going to get to that point. The Tennessee Titans, they just look bad. They don't look like a competent team. In the AFC South, when I look at the Jaguars, who I already said is one of the best teams, is the best team in their division. Indianapolis Colts, they can compete if Daniel Jones is what they're writing on his paper right now. Houston Texans, I'll take that back. Jaguars ain't the best team. It's the Houston Texans, my bad. Houston Texans is better than everybody. But the Jaguars are there. Indianapolis Colts are there. Tennessee Titans is the worst team in this division by far. Like Tennessee Titans are the Arizona Cardinals of their division, right? But when you look at what we're hearing and seeing from Cam Ward, it don't make you want to say that Connell Tate is a guaranteed receiver 1 in his class or the number 2 pick in his class. When we talking about our dynasty leagues, I don't see it. I'm taking Fernando Mendoza. Some people even gonna take Shedeur Price. And remember, we was taking Tate, Tyson, Lemon. It was like them 3, or it was like Tate, Fernando, then Tyson, Lemon, and then Price. That was kind of like the first 5 picks of your draft. Love, Tate, Fernando, Lemon, Price, right? Or Lemon and Tyson. I think things have got a lot more clearer right now that Fernando Mendoza is the true 102 pick in this rookie class. I'm sticking with it, man. I don't know what to do with Connell Tate right now. Still taking him at 103, I believe. I'm not acting like I'm not taking him at 103, but I'm going to be honest with you. It's guys like Stribling, who we're going to get to. I'm going to get through that faster than sooner. It's guys out here, man, that's putting up work, you know? Connell Tate don't look good, and it's not his fault. He's flashing big playability, but can he get the damn ball thrown to him? We're going to find that out, man. We still on the AFC West side? Goodness God, we didn't even get through the AFC. All right, we're going to move this along a little bit, man. Where we at? We 117 now? Okay, all right. I appreciate my people still being here. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for me. Once we get to the AFC, I'm going to take a quick break because I know y'all tired of seeing my face. I'm going to do a quick little 30-second commercial break, and we're going to be right back at that, all right? Quick. AFC West, though. Denver Broncos, Bo Nix is healthy, looking good. Evan Ingram looks as good as well. Riley Moss talked about, it's not much to talk about with the Broncos. I think Sean Payton knows exactly what he want to do. I'm going to just say the one take from the Denver Broncos. I know Jalen Waddle, Jonah Coleman. Jalen Waddle caught a pass this week. He looked like Jalen Waddle, right? It was just one catch. But it was just that reminder that Jalen Waddle was back. Jalen Waddle was here. Nobody want to draft Jalen Waddle. We looking at these mock drafts I'm doing. Jalen Waddle falling. One thing I want people to remember, Sean Payton, when he loves his guy, he will show that guy love. When he loves a guy, he will show that guy love. I believe he loved J.K. Dobbins. That's why he brought him back. I'm not saying J.K. Dobbins is going to be healthy, but I'm saying he brought J.K. Dobbins back when he didn't have to. He drafted Jonah Coleman and then said, I don't need to see Jonah Coleman play no more. I know exactly who I got. They traded a first-round pick for Jalen Waddle. Trust and believe, Jalen Waddle is the number 1 receiver on this team. Sean Payton will draw up every play. Now, he's not the OC this year, I heard, but Jalen Waddle is 100% the number 1 player on this offense. If you thinking anybody in this running back room, this tight end room, the receiver room is going to be even close to what Jalen Waddle going to put up, I think you lost. Bo Nix and Jalen Waddle, stack it up. Jalen Waddle was the number 1 player on his team. Let's see what they do with it. All right, let's move on from Denver, though. Move on, baby. Kansas City Chiefs. Let's talk about it. I think it's safe to declare Pat Mahomes completely fine. even reports out of camp reads like he isn't coming off a nasty knee injury. So why should we fret or worry about it? Peter Woods, look, the part when the pass came on, the first round D tackle could be a massive player for the KC's defense. Undrafted rookie Khalil Benson seems poised. And Rashee Rice, participating in team drills Wednesday, positive for the squad, continues to battle injuries. Xavier Worthy's shoulder, Cyrus Allen, a bone bruise, 1 point in a week, 11-11's. Pat Mahomes' receiving core were Thornton, Jalen Royals, Andrews, and Jimmy Holiday. Now, I did see Jalen Royals had a good weekend. He had a solid weekend. I think we kind of forgetting about Jalen Royals, man. Remember, he was the one last year that, especially my boy, Mr. Voorhees, he had all the shares if he could. I don't think it's time to give up on Jalen Royals yet. We don't know what this team is going to be on offense as far as the guys. I still know my boy Can't Get Rice is the number one. I still think Xavier Worthy has a special package. Like, just, it's called X. Like, the playbook is just called X. That's his. Strictly for him. Fastest guy on the field. We're going to find a way to get him the ball. Cyrus Allen is emerging as one of them dogs. He's a training camp hero right now. This week, it kind of toned down, I guess because of the injuries or whatever. But don't forget Jalen Royals on this team, man. I know Tyquan Thornton had a moment last year. I didn't even bought 2 Jalen Royal trading cards. I'm in on Jalen Royal fan stakes or whatever you want to call it. I'm in a little bit on Jalen Royal. All right, let's not give up on him. But the ultimate news is Pat Mahomes looks completely fine. And I'm gonna be honest, even if he's not fine, Pat Mahomes ain't gonna let you know that he hurt. If you see him limping, he got his tongue out limping, that means he hurt. Pat Mahomes ain't gonna let you know he hurt though. Them fingers work, baby. All right. We know how he like the finger pop, baby. If he doing this, he all right. So shout out Patty, man. Shout out to the GOAT right now. Let's move on. Vegas Raiders. Kirk Cousins remains a starter. Doesn't appear to be changing anytime soon. However, it is encouraging that Fernando Mendoza bounced back from a rough outing over the weekend, pushing aside the bad days and not letting them snowball process. I'm going to be honest. Fernando's a rookie. That's why they don't want to start him. They don't want to have him out there. But this is the Deshaun. I'm not even saying Deshaun and Shedeur because it's not. But we seen Russell Wilson get wiped out of there. They sent him to the sky when Jackson Dart. It was time. It was time. And I think soon, by week 4 or 5, the Vegas Raiders are going to say, Kurt, good job, brother. But it's Fernando Mendoza's show. We don't give a damn what Fernando do. Fernando can go out there and look bad. That's what we want. We want him to just get through the lumps and be prepared. I'm giving Kurt 4 games and it's out of there. All right. That's just me. Let's get to the LA Chargers right quick, though. LA Chargers, man, they always suffering injury after injury after injury. They lost their starting center for the year, of course. Mike McDaniels is glowing about Omari Hampton. Ashton Jeanty, baby. Oh, my fault. We didn't even talk about Ashton Jeanty. That wasn't on here. Ashton Jeanty, breaking news, Ashton Jeanty suffered a major injury yesterday. Now, we all thought, we was in the Discord talking about it, what could happen, right? The possibilities of season ending. It ended up just being an ankle sprain, I believe. So a lot better news than what the hell we thought could have been. All we heard was he clashed with a player, couldn't put no weight on his leg. You never want to hear that. But Ashton Jeanty is okay, as far as we know. It's a little late in the game for a sprained ankle. This could be a 1 or 2 week thing where they don't force him to play or he barely plays. But he should be fine for the 2026 season. So if you bought him yesterday early or sold him, and good luck to you, right? Let me know if you got any trades done with Ashton Jeanty. But I think Ashton Jeanty is fine. He's good to go. Lock him in. But Mike Watson is still there. I don't think Mike Watson is going to run this whole thing until Ashton Jeanty gets back. But Mike Watson is there for a reason. And now we got a chance to see what's going to happen with him. Let's get back to the Chargers, though. I wanted to bring that up because Hampton made me think of that. Mike McDaniels glowing about Omari and Hampton. LA or Los Angeles new offense coordinator said the second-year pro had as much, if not the most, growth of any player on the club. Probably a good sign for running back usage. Hey, I'm just saying, baby. I'm just saying. Marion Hampton, running back 3, 2026. All right, let's move on from them guys. Let's get to my team. Let's get to the real team. I hate that I got to breeze through the NFC. We're going to breeze through the NFC. We ain't going to go through every single one. We're going to get to the ones that count, though. Coach Shoddy, baby. Brian Schottenheimer walked back comments about Tyler Guyton winning the left tackle job, but it's clear that the former first round is in the lead. Nate Thomas must improve significantly to have a shot. Guyton is the front runner, but he has not out of the woods yet. The Cowboys could go in another direction, and Tyler Smith has gotten some reps during a walkthrough. I'm going to be honest. Cowboys offensive line, it's a little shaky right now. It's not bad. Like when you got a competition with Tyler Guyton is he's a manimal, bro. This man is like 6'7", I think. But he's a little soft, man. He's a little tender. You know what I'm saying? The offensive line ain't as dominant as we always remember. They got a lot of shifting and moving to figure out. But I'm not so worried about it because I think this offense is equipped enough to understand what they're doing. Let's move on to this spot, though. Jaden Blue, breakout year coming. From the early camp 45-yard touchdown dash to keep himself trending when the pass came on, Blue has reportedly flashed in the offense and could use explosibility behind Javonte Williams. Caleb Downs, as you know, is one of the best players on the defense, but another rookie is garnering a ton of buzz, and it's Deshaun Barham. And I will say they're taking advantage of they ain't break down all the plays, man. I mean, I guess they ain't want to highlight the preseason game, but so far the Cowboys have scored, I want to say like 30 plus points or 25 plus points in both games in the preseason. They've dominated on defense. And I will just say it's preseason. I'm not glazing the Cowboys team for doing what they're doing. But I don't care if it's preseason or not. This is the tone you want to set with your team. And I keep saying this. I'm watching this team more and more and more. Everybody look happy, man. Everybody look like they understand their assignment. It looked like the monkey is off their back, right? It looks like whatever was there last year, whether it was Micah, whether it was just Eberflus, whatever that was in that locker room last year is gone. Everybody, from the rookies, from the 7th round picks to the 1st round pick, everybody look like they happy to be to work, man. Everybody, like every receiver, look like they ready to play. Shout out Sam Howell. He threw a pick when he threw it to Anthony Smith. I wasn't feeling that one, but Sam Howell, Joe Milton out there cooking. And we all talk about Joe Milton accuracy. He don't know who the hell he throwing it to. But Joe Milton got a cannon, and he can throw that ball anywhere on the field. He just got to hit the right player. Joe Milton is cooking right now. I'm not sure how I feel about Joe Milton throwing it to CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens if an injury happened. Like, I still think the Cowboys are going to go try to find somebody. But Joe Milton right now, man, is pleading his case to be a number 2 receiver, a quarterback in this league. But I think the vibe is different, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Cowboys, man. I'm going to move on. But shout out to the Cowboys, baby. We doing our thing. All right. Malik Neighbors, man, New York Giants. Malik Neighbors participating. The Giants' early season outlook on the offense. Big Blue can't replace him on the field. Odell Beckham, though, addition. Odell looked good yesterday. I did watch a little bit of this game, Miami and the Giants. And I will just say this, for those that didn't watch the Giants or haven't kept up with the Giants, man, listen. Schedules. I don't mean to call you out, brother, but I'm going to call you out. Go look at my short. I made this a couple months ago. Don't trade your 27 picks too early. And we ain't got to talk about the actual players that were traded, but my boy traded a 27-second. We need to talk about it. 27-second for Tyron Tracy at the time. Now, he does have Scatterbo. Made sense, right? But it was too early. And this is why I said it at the time. And I didn't just mean to just point him out, but I just wanted to bring up the conversation. Tyron Tracy right now, man, listen, it ain't looking good. They went and signed Najee Harris. Devin Singletary looked good yesterday, or whatever day that game was. Not yesterday. Please excuse me if I'm on the wrong date. Jameson Winston looks good, right? Odell Beckham is out there making plays. The Giants don't look bad. They just aren't out there with their starters, so we have to see. But that running room right now, man, if you got to sign Najee Harris, I don't trust it. I don't know who to trust. I know Scatterbo is the guy. Everybody trusts him. I don't think the coaches trust Scatterbo because they know he's a wild horse, man. He's a wild boy. But right now, Tyron Tracy, man, is the odd man looking in And if I had Tyron Tracy on my team, I'm looking for help. So I'm just letting everybody know, in case you didn't pay attention, the Giants seem to be putting Tyron Tracy in a Dick Tracy outfit. He about to be Detective Tracy at this point. I don't trust him. Shout out my boy Shizzles. I ain't calling you out, big dog, but say them 27 picks, baby. Because that was a long time ago. But when I made that video, I definitely was making it for a reason. Tyron Tracy is the odd man looking in. And anybody that made a move for him, traded for him, or was expecting him to be that true number 2, you might want to check your receipts on that one. All right. I see some people in the chat talking, man. We're going to keep walking. What's good with it? My boy Young Marley said Cam Ward got taken first round. But I think Malik Willis, same player. Love the long streams. Okay. All right, brother. Well, I appreciate it. All right. I appreciate it, man. Hey, we got time. If you want me to stay on, I stay on, balls, but I keep it going. Let's see what we got. Rock said question. We wait on doing. All right, Rock, hold on, brother. I'm gonna get to that. I'm just trying to get through this right quick. I got you though. I started that one up, big dog. I got you. Jalen Royal got the boogie and showed his best skill coming out. 100%, bro. I think Jalen Royal, people forgetting about, man. It's time to pay your royalties on this one. If you got them, keep them. If you don't got them, go get them. See what happens, right? Best ball exclusively, right? Connor says, sad I don't have a lot of Hampton shares. Hey, life in the Hamptons is good, baby. I tried to warn you. Man. Wish I took advantage of the injury last year. Honcho said, Guyton the best year. He looks well improved. I think so too, bro. I think, like I said, the aura of this team is different. And he said through 2 games last preseason, we got 60 points. I'm just saying, big dog. Honcho know what's going down in Texas, baby. In case y'all didn't know, Honcho know. You heard me? Shout out to y'all, man. Let me run it back. Get straight to it, though. Philadelphia Eagles, NFC East. We continue in that one. Lane Johnson's absence for personal reasons gave Markel Bell a chance to put the first team work in, even though he fought through growing pains. In this case, he needed Johnson is expected to return soon. Okay, the Eagles offense has been up and down, which is expected given implementing a new scheme, new face, very good defense. The good news was Jalen Hurts has reportedly shined as the pads come on. And this one right here, I'm not going to freak out about Devonta Smith and Mekhi Lemon dealing with hamstring injuries just yet, even if it's been a reoccurring theme with the rookie. When Lemon has been available, the offense has keyed on getting him involved. So let's be real, man. Coming out of Philadelphia, the best news is availability. Devonta Smith injured, Mekhi Lemon injured. We saw Jalen Hurts go up against the Patriots in that camp. Him and A.J. Brown had a conversation. It looked like all things were cool. But the Patriots was putting it to them boys, man. Like, A.J. Brown was cooking that defense, right? And it's just joint practices. But we haven't heard anything good coming out of Philadelphia, man. It's hard times in Philly right now. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think that's just preseason, though. I know they got a new scheme. I know they got a new theme. I know they got a new OC. They're trying to figure this out, figure that out. But I think Philly is made for the trenches, man. I think they made for these times. And I'm not sitting here glazing the Eagles. F them, you feel me? But I think they're made for times when people don't believe that they're good. Like, I think they made for that. When we glaze them and put them at the top, I think that's when they disappoint us. But when we think that Philly ain't good, that's when they really show out and show up. Y'all know I'm a Jalen Hurts truther, man. That's my dog. But I haven't heard one good thing about Jalen Hurts this time of the season at all. Like, this offense look this, that. Jatavian Wicks. Hey, shout out that boy Wicks, man. That boy Wicks is over there. I said Jatavian. Dontavian Wicks. Y'all know I'll be bad with them names. Dontavian Wicks. He be looking good in training camp. I think he's going to be a sneaky guy. I haven't seen much about Hollywood Brown. I ain't even heard his name yet. But Dontavian Wicks, man. Hey, keep an eye out on Wicks, baby, all right? He ain't John Wick, but he might be a part of the family branch. That's all I'm saying. So look out for Philly. I think they're made for the trenches. I think they're made for us to doubt them so they can come through that Meek Mill's dreams and nightmares is a real thing for a Philly culture. Like, they really, they really believe in being underdogs and surprising us and doing things that we aren't expecting at the time. So just saying, man, when Philly come out there and things get real, don't get worried.
Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Shout out to the Eagles, I guess, right? Commanders, though. Commanders. Pops, this one for you. You ain't been hating lately, so let's get to the Commanders, all right? Stephon Diggs signing made perfect sense. The veteran showed he can still play. The slaps perfectly outside of Terry McLaurin. Before the move, Traylon Burks and rookie Antonio Williams were in line for significant duties, adding the number 2 slots, everyone fit in their role early in the season. Sonny Styles has brought the boom to the Washington defense. Head coach Dan Quinn wants the rookie to take even more chances, fit the talent out, and idle for a sensational first season. Styles can win Rookie of the Year if he helps turn around this defense. Now, I'm going to be honest. Dan Quinn, my guy, right? I don't think he's the best head coach. I think he's a better defensive guy. I really believe that. But I like what he's doing in Washington. I like the tone he sets. I wanted Dan Quinn to be the Cowboys head coach. But even though I'm saying I don't think he's the best head coach, right? We all know I'm the Stephon Diggs truther here. I do think guys like Traylon Burks are getting slept on. I think when you have a Jaden Daniels, you have a Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin and Stephon Diggs, you can't trust either one of Traylon Burks and Antonio Williams. But the one thing you can trust is they can guide those guys to be what they can turn out if an injury happens or in the trenches when they need a big play, right? My biggest fear ain't Sonny Styles. My biggest fear ain't Stephon Diggs. My biggest fear ain't Terry McLaurin, Traylon Burks. My biggest fear is this offensive line, man. This offensive line, I'm not saying that the preseason is going to change. It's going to make it be what it ain't. But that offensive line in Washington right now look terrible. That boy Jaden Daniels looked like he was running for his life the other day. And I know it's just preseason. I'm going to keep saying that. But this is where you want to see the protection. This is where you want to see that you don't have to risk your QB's health. That offensive line in Washington, I know they lost a big name, and that's no shade to this room, right? There's no, like, Larry Tunsil was a big deal, but man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. That offensive line don't give me no, other than some RPOs, something like that. That run game, where it's gonna come from? I don't trust it, man. Jaden Daniels was running for his life last year, which is why he got hurt. He was running for his life the year before. My boy Cliff, shout out Cliff, because y'all know I'm a Cliff truther. Still think Cliff is one of the best OCs in the game. Cliff drew up plays to make Jaden Daniels get out of the pocket and not get hit his rookie year. I think they took the play calling away from Cliff last year, and that's probably what ended up happening. That's just my excuse. But Jaden Daniels is going to be running for his life again. That showing of the game the other day don't give me no solidification that I need to take Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams and Drake May. Just seeing what he had to go through in the preseason, I'm very scared, very nervous about what the hell Jaden Daniels is going to be facing, especially in the NFC East. So we talking about the Philly defense. We talking about the improved Cowboys defense. And even the Giants. Shit, the Giants ain't got no slouch defense either. How the hell Jaden Daniels is going to stand up going up against these three teams in his own division? And we play the NFC West, I believe. The Rams and Aaron Donald. And, I mean, well, if he playing, but Myles Garrett and 49ers. Listen, man. We all know Jaden Daniels about $150, maybe 152. I don't know, man. My fear ain't Diggs. My fear ain't McLaurin. My fear ain't Traylon. It ain't Sonny Styles. My fear is Jaden Daniels getting the hell out of there and surviving, baby. All right? Y'all let me know what y'all think, because I ain't see nothing good on that that preseason game. Rock said, keep Diggs away from the facility, chefs, and lunch ladies. Hey, Rock, man, you a wild boy, man. Not the lunch ladies. What? Hey, man, you a wild dude. My boy Honcho said Antonio looked good in the last game, but boy, that old line looked. Yeah, bro. Listen, man, that old line is dookie. Straight poo. Styles will end up being good eventually, but still a ton of work to do on the mental side. And look, you know what's so crazy, Honcho? This is the thing. He brought the boom. Dan Quinn says he wants the rookie to take even more chances. And I get what you're saying with the mental side, but I think Dan Quinn want him to do that. I think he want him to make mistakes. Now, he ain't gonna want it when the game is on the line. But I think, I'm not saying he Trayvon Diggs, right? I'm not saying that at all. I think Dan Quinn's style of play for his best players, so his best athletes. When you look at Trayvon Diggs, I think he wanted Trayvon Diggs to give up plays, but make the play that count. Make that one big play that, hey, you bit on that route, but you come back and get it. I think he's going to allow Sonny to have that freedom to, hey, you make that decision, you better live with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's going to call him out for making the wrong move, and then I think he's going to live and die in LA with it, man. I think he's going to let Sonny stay, hey, remember, this your playing field. If you're going to bite on this, you better go all the way with it. Don't just move and then second guess. I think Sonny is going to have that freedom, I believe, in Dan Quinn's defense to say, do your thing. Now, if it start get outrageous, you temper it down some, right? But I truly believe that the Trayvon Diggs situation with Dan Quinn worked because Dan Quinn allowed him to just, if you're going to take it, take it. Don't second guess it. Go all the way with it. That stuff be making me think about Sean Taylor, man. I be wishing Sean Taylor just finished out, man. Because I believe Sean Taylor, I know I'm going to, please excuse me, I'm over talking on this one. Sean Taylor to me, man, was a risk taker. He would allow you to catch the ball just to tackle you, right? That was my favorite thing about him. I think Sean Taylor, once he started getting better before he passed, he started actually playing and covering than taking the risk. But I think he was a risk taker by all means, the best to ever do it. One of the best to ever do it. Let's get straight to it, though. NFC North, baby. NFC North. Good morning, sweetheart. I love you. NFC North, Chicago Bears. Let's be real, man. Chicago Bears just suffering injury after injury after injury. Caleb don't look that good. Caleb is throwing the ball, can't hit the players, right? He all over the place, missing. Just put the ticket in. Okay. Yeah, Caleb just looks like we don't want him to look, right? To me, though, I think we working out the kinks. I know last year Caleb only woke up when late in the third, fourth quarter. We cannot have that this year. We can't have that this year. I don't even know who Caleb backup is right now. Somebody let me know. But I think Caleb might need a big homie as a backup. Like, I think Caleb might need that backup that just been around in the game and understand. He ain't going to play. But I've seen this before, youngin. Let me help you out a little bit. Like, I think we tend to forget that, man. And I always say it. I'm going to keep saying it. The NBA lost touch with the veterans in the game. The NBA lost touch of having those guys in the locker room that's going to help you out. And I ain't even talk about the Von Miller thing. I ain't even get a chance to bring up a stream about Von Miller because I ended up not having a show last week. Von Miller is in that Cowboys locker room for everybody. He's in there to show all those guys on that defense when to take that last breath and when to hold that breath in. It's fourth quarter. Don't drink that water right here because you're going to cramp up on this play. Drink it here. I think he's been through the motions. The man, Super Bowl MVP, he's been there. Caleb needs a big homie at the QB position to just be in his ear and say, hey, you good, but this what you probably should have did on that. I think that's what Caleb needs, man. I know the head coach is the guy. Ben Johnson is the man. But sometimes you need a player that, I ain't going to say necessarily look like you, but talk like you and walk like you to kind of give you that understanding. And I think that's what Caleb needs. Caleb need a big homie. I'm not saying there's one out there. Like, I think, let's be real. I think Jameis Winston is a great teacher for Jackson Dart. I think he's the ultimate teacher because he can keep him calm and cool and collective. I think Caleb, he needs a big homie. Ain't too much to talk about, though, with the Bears. They suffered some injuries on defense, and we just see how it's going to go. But trust all pass catchers. Trust all offensive players. All right? Detroit Lions, baby. Detroit Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs. He got his new contract. What? Wait for a new contract. And okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, he got his new contract. I guess Isaiah's Tesla is sluggish. I mean, we know what to expect from Detroit, man. Detroit is Detroit. I've been watching their preseason games. I think they played the Commanders recently. They had Josh Dobbs out there. Excuse me, man. This coffee has got me. Whew, coffee and watermelon, baby. I don't know if that was a good mix. Excuse me, man. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully my mic is avoiding. I'm trying to turn my head. But yeah, man, Detroit, we know what they got, man. They have top 5 offense when they're clicking. They have a top 5 defense when they're healthy. Let's just get straight to that. Detroit, we don't have no worries about them. All right. Green Bay Packers, though. Tucker Crabb participating without a contract. Oh, practicing without a contract. Oh, no. Yeah, participating. What? No, practicing. My bad. Tucker Crabb practicing without a contract. I didn't even know he was looking for a contract. Head coach Emma Full noted that Crabb could participate in joint practice with the Cardinals late this month. It's time to pay the tight end. I didn't even know Tucker Crabb was up for a contract. So for him to be out there on a leg like that with no contract, that's tough. Michael Parsons, we know we won't play. I'm going to be honest, man. I said this all the time, and I'm going to keep saying it again. We know the Green Bay Packers are the 7th seed villains, right? They always finish with the 7th seed. I believe the last 4 to 5 years, Green Bay Packers are the 7th seed to make the playoffs. This Michael Parsons news, and they lost, they lost some guys, man. I just don't think Green Bay that good, man. I think Green Bay, when they get that trade to Dallas, I think it's going to set them back, man. To give up 2 first-round picks, pay Micah all that money, was Micah worth it? Yes, Micah was worth that plus more. But is Green Bay the team that should have did it? No. I'm very nervous about what the hell the Green Bay Packers got going on. I will just say this, though. Josh Jacobs news, we don't know if it's going to happen this year. Could happen next year. So if Josh Jacobs don't hit no suspension news, he should be their key player on offense, period, until Tucker Crabb is trustworthy. I just don't trust Green Bay Packers, man. All right? I don't trust them at all. 7th seed won't be this year. Minnesota Vikings, Kyler Murray continues to lead J.J. McCarthy in the race. J.J., I believe, suffered another injury during the game. J.J. overthrew his receiver on the 1-2 yard line on 4th down. The receiver kind of did the most. He jumped in the air and like, what is this, right? We all know that Kyler Murray is probably at this point better than J.J. McCarthy. I don't even know why it's really a discussion. Let's just see what they can do for these receivers, man. They got J.J., they got Addison, they got Hawkinson. Let's just get the damn receivers the ball. All right, that's all we care about in Minnesota right now. We don't give a damn about nothing else. We don't care about the defense. Let's just get the damn receivers the ball. NFC North, let's keep it moving. You know what? Damn, I did say that earlier. 10 times better than it was. Oh, my goodness, man. Rock, man. You know what? Rock, you be pissing me off sometimes. You my boy, though. Shout out to my boy Rock in the building. Shout out Honcho, man. I know some people be at work, so some people might just have this on. Got your phone down. You can't reply, and that's cool. I appreciate you still being in the building. I will say this, though. I do have the show on Spotify, so I will just have this episode later if anybody want to listen to it again, figure out why the hell I was talking about a damn Dan Bailey, a kicker, for so long. Please excuse me for that, but I appreciate it. But I want to take a quick little reset, 10-second break. Shout out my boy over there at Your Sports Locker, man. When you go over there, you click that button. Rock, let me get you off my screen for 1 second, brother. You hit that button over there on Instagram at Your Sports Locker. My boy number is listed. Get you a jersey customized, any sport, NBA, NFL, MLB, NCAA, hockey, whatever you want, man. My boy got it. Shout out Patty Mills for finally claiming his jersey after months and months and months. And I still have his other jersey he didn't claim. My boy ended up sending me Patty Mills jersey. I ended up keeping it, and he sent them another one. So this is a Drake London. I might just save it for the season. I might get this away to somebody during the season. Or I might wear. I don't know. I ain't worried yet, so don't knock me for it. But let's just say, hit up Your Sports Locker anytime you need a jersey. I'm gonna get this quick 9-second break, and we're gonna be right back. Just like that, baby. Just wanted to reset one time. I think we good to go. Let's get it cracking. NFC South, Atlanta Falcons. Not much to talk about here other than Tua and Penix, man. Tua and Penix, the word on the streets is let's just read. It's been less of a QB competition less of a quarterback competition than a quarterback cluster. Tua returned after sitting out for most back tightness in the camp. Penix isn't cleared through team drills. We're seeing 5 more Jake Strand. Okay, well, this one doesn't really clarify what I wanted to say, but I will just say this. Michael Penix, as we know, was drafted to be the future QB in Atlanta. I still think that window was open. He's only a year and a half into his career, right? He didn't just 2 years. Now he's 2 years in. 2 years in, but he suffered an injury, man. When you look at that last game against the Atlanta the Carolina Panthers, when him and Bryce Young went back and forth, that's the Michael Penix we want to see. But when we're looking at Michael Penix now off of an injury, yes, they signed Tua. Yes, Tua is the most accurate QB in the league and all this and that. But Tua looks terrible, man. I'm going to be honest. And I always used to try to ride with Tua. I'm an underdog guy. But, man, Tua don't look good at all, man. Like, I'm so done with watching Tua play. I hope it looks better when when the games actually count. But I think this is another situation where if Deshaun Watson starting 8 games and Shedeur coming in, I'm giving Tua 6 games and Michael Penix coming in if he ain't winning them games. And I don't even think wins are going to do it, because if Tua is winning games, but he don't look good doing it, they're winning because Bijan Robinson or the defense made a play, they will replace Tua Tagovailoa, man. I think Michael Penix still has this job. I know 2027 is the class that everybody wants, but I think Michael Penix is a good quarterback for this team. He just can't stay healthy. So, availability is everything, I guess, right? My biggest thing is Tua don't look good. Michael Penix is still, to me, the better QB. But give Kyle Pitts the ball, baby. All right? Just give Kyle Pitts the ball. That's all we asking for over here. Outside of that, though, a name that I repeatedly keep saying, Jahan Dotson, 2022 first rounder who never hit the 525-yard mark in the season. Damn. Is reportedly the clear number 2 receiver. I've been saying this, man. I know we love Zachariah Branch. I love Zachariah Branch. That's my man. But Jahan Dotson, man, nobody's talking about. Now, is it guaranteed that he's even going to be good? I don't know. Maybe that's why people don't care, right? But Drake London, Kyle Pitts, who else going to catch the ball? Jahan Dotson is the clear number 2 in Atlanta. And I'm even hearing that Olaleye Zaccheaus is the number 3. Zachariah Branch is the more of a punt return, kick return specialist, working his way in with big plays. But if you looking for a number 2 receiver, we out here reaching for Isaiah Williamses with the Jets and Ryan Flournoy, who I still believe he's the Cowboy slot receiver. But we got number 2 receivers still out there in leagues that nobody talking about, and Jahan Dotson is one of them. Go get some Jahan Dotson, man. Never know what can happen. Tua still can throw the ball. Don't know who he's throwing it to at this point, but he can throw the ball, all right? Atlanta could be in shootout games, man. You're looking for a number 2 that's still out there, that's still in free agency, that don't nobody want. Go check out Jahan Dotson. That's all I'm trying to say. All right? Keep it going, though, baby. Keep it going. Carolina Panthers, Xavier Legette avoids serious injury after a scare this week. Man, I'm so tired of talking about Legette, man. Him and Dollar Bill, I'm over it, man. Let's just be real. Ted McMillan, and I'm hearing a lot of talk about Ted McMillan. People not trusting that Bryce Young is going to get him the ball. People not believing that Ted McMillan going to bounce back. Well, not bounce back, but keep the rookie of the year thing going. And everybody else that I'm seeing is saying, if you can't trust Ted McMillan, you can't trust a receiver position. Because now I'm hearing that they're going to put him in the slot, right? What is he, 6'4", 6'6"? And we all say that Ted McMillan should be playing out of the slot anyway. Ted McMillan, listen, man. Carolina Panthers are making, they ain't got Darren Waller. Like, if you getting Darren Waller at this point, you're saying that we making sure that we got everything covered. Let's go Ted McMillan, baby. Top 12 receiver. Kind of got expected. Xavier Legette can't play. Chris Brazzell out. Ted McMillan might be top 12, all right? Just saying, baby. Go get you some Ted. He's a threat, all right? And last but not least, Jonathan Brooks. The chatter around Jonathan Brooks has been all positive during training camp, and the running back sitting out a Hall of Fame game. Rest of the regulars, Another good sign. He actually ran a touchdown there last week. He was on like the 1 yard line. But I don't think this team is giving up on Jonathan Brooks. I don't know why people gave up on Jonathan Brooks. Yes, Rico Dowdle was signed for 1 year. He ran almost 2 or 3 games of 200 yards, right? Rico Dowdle had 2 or 3 200-yard games. And when the playoffs came, they benched him behind Chuba Hubbard, who they have under contract. If you think Carolina Panthers aren't already locked into the players on their roster, especially at the running back position, you tripping. I trust Chuba. I trust Jonathan. I don't know who to trust each week, but you can't tell me that this team gave up on Jonathan Brooks. They understood who they drafted. They understood who they want, and they understood that, yes, we had an injury, but we ain't done with him. Jonathan Brooks is alive, people. He's here. He's available. He's healthy. Trust the Brooks, baby. All right? Trust Carolina. That's all I'm saying. I like Carolina. Let's move on, though. Honcho, check you out, baby. See what you got going on over here. Saints. The Saints backfield, Travis Etienne, or ETN, however you want to say his name, has taken most of the early down reps. Kamara is out. The guy don't have that on here, but Kamara's out with that injury, probably missing about a month. Then you got Burn Brown. He's turning heads out there. I'll just be honest, man. I think the Saints are due for a high-powered season. Don't know what's going to equal to wins. I know some people got them for 9 wins. I seen somebody argue with me of 10 wins, right? And I ain't arguing with you. I just don't see the Saints, man, being that successful. They're going to be fun, though. Don't know what the success going to look like, all right? Moving on from the Saints, shout out Tyler Shuck right there. What the Shuck? Tyler Shuck, baby, all right? Last but not least in the NFC South, let's get straight to it. Tampa Bay Bucks. Vita Vea got his $30 million deal, I believe. Baker Mayfield still looking for a contract. Ruben Bain Jr. is basically destroying everything that people thought about his small arms, the T-Rex arms. He ain't that big of a guy. Ruben Bain is exactly what I believe he would be. I don't know how the hell he made it down to pick 16 of the Buccaneers. The Rams, I know Ty Simpson look good, right? You're going to hype him up. The Rams smoking something serious. That Cali weed is real. If you pass on Ruben Bain, man. Ain't no damn way Ruben Bain put a slide that far. Todd Bowles. Me and Rock talk about this all the time. Todd Bowles, defense. It was this, it was that. Todd Bowles on the edge of his seat as far as his coaching job go. Ruben Baines might have booked Todd Bowles another contract or at least another year of having a coaching job. So shout out to the Bucks, man. Ain't much we were hearing about them. I would love to see some more Ted Hurst news, good news, but we ain't heard much about it, man. And Ibuka, I believe, still got a toe injury. We ain't heard much about the offense, so we'll see what happens, man. NFC West, I believe this is the last one, and we're going to end it, baby. As y'all know, Arizona Cardinals, Jeremiah Love, high ankle sprain. Algier should be, I guess, starting the season or getting more reps. Let's be real, man. If you got to start Tyler Algier at this point, good luck. And I'm a Tyler Algier fan in a sense, but I don't trust the Arizona Cardinals offense enough that if Jeremiah Love go down, I'm starting at Tyler Algier. Like, it's Jeremiah Love or I'm moving on at this point. That's just how I feel. But Jeremiah Love with the high ankle thing, the good thing about him versus Jeanty's happened this week. Jeremiah Love was a week ago or a week and a half ago. So timeline could be a little better. But we all know after watching Jeremiah Love run the way he ran, he might suffer some more injuries, man. The dude just too powerful, too strong, too fast. He ain't ducking no wreck. So suspect some injuries from Jeremiah, unfortunately. But when he play, he gonna play. Also, Marvin Harrison is he's doing what he got to do, man. I think people sleeping on Marvin. That confidence is gonna come back little by little, baby. All right. Arizona Cardinals, though, ain't much to talk about with them. We're gonna move on. Let's get it popping. LA Rams, Stetson Bennett. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know if y'all watched that game this weekend. That boy Stetson Bennett looked good. Him and Ty Simpson going back and forth for the backup job, but Stetson Bennett, man, looks like a compatible quarterback, right? I know I talk about Deshaun Watson being a good backup. Joe Milton looked good. That boy Stetson Bennett, man, looks like year 2 with the Rams. I think it's year 2. Year 2 with the Rams is exactly what he needed, right? I'm not saying that Ty Simpson being a first-round pick doesn't automatically make him the backup, but Stetson Bennett looked good, man. I don't know. Again, you watched that game yesterday. He looks like a great quarterback as far as backing up our guys. So we'll see what happens, man. I believe, at this point, you take Ty with the first pick, you kind of protect him. I don't mind having him as a number 3 because you want Stafford to play anyway. Put Ty Simpson as 3 just to protect him. But Stetson Bennett look hella good, man. So if those ain't paying attention, go watch some Stetson Bennett, man. As you all know, Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald, we'll figure that one out. But LA Rams, Super Bowl contenders. Let's keep it moving. San Francisco 49ers, baby. Number 1 person on the list to talk about, Deshaun Scribbling, a.k.a. Scribble Scrabble. I'm going to be honest, man. The dude is killing every opportunity he's gotten, every opportunity he's getting. That boy Scribble Scrabble right now is locked in, and I think Kyle Shanahan knows it. We love coaches like McVay. We love coaches like Shanahan. Why? Because they don't put temperatures on their players. They don't let their player get hot and say, all right, we don't want your head to get too big. Let's sit you down. They've been feeding Stribbling every single opportunity they get. He ain't putting a lid on him. He's letting him capitalize on every opportunity that's given to him. And I'm hearing right now Deshaun Stribbling might be in the starting lineup over Deebo Samuels. Like Deebo might be the special guest, the co-star. But I think right now in 49ers, it's Mike Evans and Deshaun Stribbling. I think Deshaun Stribbling, baby, is Deshaun. I always say the names wrong. My bad. Scribble Scrabbles. He's the number 2 receiver on his team, man. If you don't know, now you know. Go get some Scribble Scrabbles, baby. All right. Shout out my boy. He's a target monster. He is that PPR Keenan Allen-ish type guy that I think people kind of didn't pay attention to or kind of didn't believe. He's going to be that safety blanket for our boy Brock Purdy. Also, though, they put George Kittle off the PUP list. George Kittle should be starting week 1. George Kittle was back. So see what the 49ers do, man. I think they close this thing out. Seattle Seahawks, man. Seattle Seahawks, not much to talk about there. Torrey Horton, hype train is back on track. If you believe in it, buy it. But I think Jadarian Price is the number 1 thing. We want to see what he can do. We believe he can be an every down back or at least carry the workload. Zach Charbonnet, we all know is good. He just can't stay healthy. We'll see what happens in Seattle, man. I think they're still chasing the Super Bowl. I think they think that we ain't just laying down because the Rams got better. We ain't laying down because the 49ers got better. We are the Super Bowl champs, and we're going to stay the Super Bowl champs. So we'll see what happens in Seattle, baby. I did say I was going to do all 33, all 32, but hey, I did all 32. So I ain't mad at that, man. I saw my boy Connor say he liked the longer streams. I didn't plan on going 2 hours, but this is what we here for, man. We here to put in that work, get the people what they need. Rock said, I was super high on London. Then I watched the Falcons QB. This is why Gibbs is over Bijan. Okay. I can't knock that one, brother. The Cowboys just trash. Man, I thought about Cowboys an hour ago. The strip club is popping. That's it, man. It's popping, Rock. I don't know what they're throwing. I don't know if they're throwing dollar bills. I don't know if they just, I don't know, baby. I don't know what they're doing. But I will just say this, though. If you slept on a 2026 class, and just to kind of go through this right quick, let me go through something right quick for my peoples. Hold up, man. Mock draft. Let me go through a mock draft that we've completed before. Let's go through our latest marathon mock, right? I just want to go through that right quick. I don't have it on the screen, but Jeremiah Love, Fernando Mendoza was 2. Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson. Okay, yeah, this is the one I did with Shev. This is the last marathon draft, right? Y'all, you know what? Instead of me just talking about it, let me put it up on the screen right quick just to give you the insight of what we should be thinking about, or maybe we change our minds on the next one. So I'm going to have a mock draft this week for sure. I know it's dynasty season is over with. We kind of moved on, but let's just talk about it one more time before we get out of here. Just to go through the list. Jeremiah Love, Fernando Mendoza, Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, Jadarian Price, KC Concepcion, who we didn't even talk about with the Cleveland Browns situation, but he is cooking. He is. I don't even know who his favorite quarterback is. KC Concepcion is dogging right now. Mekhi Lemon, Kenyon Sadiq. This is a 2-point tight end premium. Got Jonah Coleman, Ty Simpson, Scribble Scrabble, and Denzel, Boston. Now, I'm going to be honest. Being a week and a half away from what this last draft, well, I think this draft was last week. I believe Carnell Tate, man. Are y'all really thinking Carnell Tate is locked in at the 103 right now? Y'all let me know. Jordan Tyson, is he locked in at the 104 right now, missing 2 months? Or are we jumping price here? Are we jumping price in front of Tyson? Is he going in front of Tate? It's KC, because even Shev said he is even comfortable taking KC as receiver 1 right now. Just saying, man. A lot of things changing, a lot of things unfolding. Ken Sadiq has the name, he has the brand, he ain't playing. Setbacks. Deshaun Stribling at the 111. I mean, Sean Stribling right now, man, Sean Stribling can go 106, man. I think Scribble Scrabble can go 106 in any mock draft, any startup with a rookie look. And for those that don't know, this is the marathon draft where we draft the rookies first 3 rounds, and then we start here with the veterans. So the veterans will go with the 4-1, in case you're wondering why the hell these rookies is up top. But yeah, man, y'all let me know where y'all got these rookies at. The 2026 class has looked different. It ain't looked like we expected. A lot of people wanted out of the draft. Hey, now we here. We in here. You feel me? My boy Balls Diesel said KC got the juice. Oh, he said he got KC. Damn. All right. Well, either way, he got juice, though. You know, he got juice, big dog. All right, man, let's get up out of here, man. Let's get up out of here. I do have questions started up, and I also wanted to talk about that trade that they talked about. So, Rock said, move up price KC, Scribbling, Boston, Cyrus, and Lane. Now, I got Cyrus here with this team at 2-6. I mean, Eli Styles is losing some juice. We haven't heard one thing about Eli Styles, to be honest. I think I'm putting Cyrus over Styles. That's a fact. I would put Cyrus over Hurst right now, to be honest. So I think Cyrus is looking like the 2-1. That boy Cyrus looking like a 2-1, baby. We're going to get a mock draft in this week. We're going to see. We're going to test the time. We're going to test the time, see what's good with that. I do got questions, though. I got questions I will answer, and then we're going to get up out of here and let y'all good people go. Also, again, don't forget, man, patreon.com/the Juice League to join the community. I also got a free option if you just want to get in for free. Hit my DM, hit me on Sleeper, hit me on X, hit me on whatever. I get you a link. I get you in there. All right. Either way, we got a spot for you, baby. That's a fact, man. Come join the Juice crew. We got us a good time in there. When football get ramped up, we definitely gonna have us a good time. But before that, let me close out with the people that gave me these questions. And I will get through that trade. Shout out to Casey1473. I hope you're still here. I appreciate you, big dog. Had to save it for later, but I got you. He says, in a 10-man PPR league, would you trade a first round and 4th round pick? 104. Okay, yeah, I got you. 104 and 47 for a 2nd round and a 3rd. 10-man. That's tough. Okay. All right. So this is a 10-man league. Let me go back to this mock draft we just had. It's a 12-man league. I'm just looking at. Now, you did say it was a 10-man league, but is it super flex? That's the thing. I should have asked him that before I had to save it. It's a super flex. That's a big question. 10-man PPR league. I'm guessing it's super flex. 104. So the 104, let's just say right now is Gibbs or Jamar Chase, right? Gibbs or Jamar Chase. And then in the 4th round, let's say Rashee Rice. That's another thing. Is it dynasty or redraft? I'm gonna say dynasty. Dynasty, super flex. That's what I'm gonna put as the settings. If you're here, big dog, leave a message. If not, I got you. Let's just say Jamar Chase is the pick at the 104. Let's say Jamar Chase is your pick. 104, Jamar Chase, and at the 4-7, we take in Chase Brown, Rashee Rice, Dak Prescott. Let's say Dak Prescott is your pick. Dak Prescott at the 4-7, Jamar Chase at the 104. When we talking 2.5 and 3.6, we could go CeeDee Lamb, Caleb Williams. Let's go CeeDee Lamb right there. And at the 3.6, it would be Jonathan Taylor, Nico Collins, Jalen Hurts, Olave. So would I take CeeDee Lamb and Olave or Jamar Chase and Dak Prescott? I don't know, big dog. I think I might keep that 1-4, man. I think that 1-4, when you have that 1-4, you have a guarantee, right? You have a ceiling. You have a floor. When you're getting past the 104, I'm not saying that the 2.5 can't get you what the 104 can. Because the value of CeeDee Lamb falling to the second round, Joe Burrow, second round, Ted McMillan, Caleb Williams, Tyler Warren, Achane. You get two big dogs back to back. But I think if you could pick at the 104, you get a Bijan, you get Gibbs, you get Chase, I think I'm going to keep my 104, big dog. And I'm not a high drafting, early drafting guy. I like picking later in the rounds. I like that double stack. I actually prefer the 2.5 and 2 and 3.6 for my build. But I think if you don't want to leave any questions in a 10-team league, you just keep that 1-4, big dog. In a 10-team league, you keep that 1-4, you get the best available player, and you figure out the rest. So, yeah, I would definitely keep that 1-4 if I was you. All right, Case, I hope you're still here. Hope I answered your question, Playboy. We're going to keep that 104 for the 10-man league. Let's keep that going, all right? Also, my boy Rock asked a question. He said, we wait on doing the redraft into the preseason. Do you think people should wait on rookie drafts until the preseason? Also, I understand the hype around the NFL rookie draft is why we do it. Well, I say this, Rock. That's actually a great question. I think the reason why we do it early is, one, we get that itch, right? That urge. But I think it makes it too easy now. If you wait till now, we kind of got the format. We got the blueprint. I think the excitement of doing it early gives you that chance of you taking Malik Willis 102 like we had a couple years ago, and then he goes to the, well, some people draft before the rookie draft even starts. That's one thing, but it's a chance that you slide and mess up or the value change. And I think it helps teams that had the 111, the 112, because if you're a 111, 112 guy, you automatically thinking you getting the last of the last anyway. But now, if you 111, 112, and you took a dribbling, let's just say, well, think about last year, Emeka Mbuka, Jackson Dart was sliding. All those teams that were picking at the end, that probably wouldn't have happened. Well, it could have. But I'm just saying, the later you draft, it helps out the earlier teams. So I think drafting early keeps everybody on a level playing field, because if you drafting late, you are assumably getting the worst players anyway. And now you can boost your 112 to being the 1-3 in reality. So I like drafting early, and then we find out the results later. That's why we play the game, I don't want to make it easy for everybody. I don't want to make it easy. Breaking news, what? Man, this dude here, man. But yeah, so I think we keep it that way, Rock. I think we keep it that way. Also, I got a trade that I want to talk about. We're going to get up out of here off this trade, man. It's the last of the last. I will say the Sleeper online. For those that don't know, when you're online, Sleeper will not allow, when you're on the computer, they will not allow you to look up a Sleeper leagues. So let me get to this trade right quick, because my brothers is texting me. They calling me. They want me to break it down. Let's get it done. Victory Lab League. Okay, boom. For those that don't know, I don't have the league up because they won't let me show it on here, because it's a sleeper league. I mean, it's a best ball league. Sleeper won't let you show best ball leagues. I don't have a trade. So let's just talk about it. Mr. Voorhees sent Mike Gesicki, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard. Now, this is a 2.5 tight end premium. So Mike Gesicki, you can put him at almost around 10 points a game because it's 2.5. Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, right? Mr. Voorhees, on the other hand, who is a probably looks like he's trying to tank. He's trying to get the 101 and 27. He's getting rid of all his assets. He got Ty Simpson, 27 third, 22nd third. I mean, 22nd. Ty Simpson, 27 second and third. So Ty Simpson, 27 third. Damn. Ty Simpson, 27 second and third versus Mike Gesicki, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard. Now, Voorhees is taking the pivot. He's not trying to win anyway. My boy Onion, the Onion Knights, Connor, is trying to win. He won a championship last year. I'm going to say this. My thoughts on this one. I think Connor won because he's trying to win. You know what I'm saying? So he won because he's trying to win. Getting Josh Jacobs for this and Tony Pollard, I like this. I like this a lot. I think this is the bargain bin trade, right? I think Mr. Voorhees helped Connor out a lot, getting Tony Pollard, Jacobs. But, because let's just be real, Connor has one of the best teams. He won last year, and I'm going to be honest with you, he wants to win again. So you had them picks. They're going to be late anyway. But Mr. Voorhees getting Ty Simpson, the second and the third, have it. So I think this is hey, I got value. I don't want it. I don't care what you give me. I'm not saying don't not care what you give me, but I got the value. If you want it, give me a price. I give it to you. So I don't think Mr. Voorhees made Connor work hard for this one. I think Connor definitely gave him the lowest of what he had that was available. And Mr. Voorhees is okay with it because he ain't trying to win anyway. So I like it for both sides. But if I had to pick for a team that I think won, I think it's Connor because that 27 seconds is probably going to be the last pick. 27 third is the last pick. Ty Simpson probably won't play for 2 years. So Connor did the most with it, and I think Voorhees did exactly what he should have did and just said, hey, take it. So, I like both sides. I don't think anybody won. I just think if I had to pick a team that I'm betting on that won the trade, it's Connor. So, man, that's it on that one, baby, I think. I ain't see this one. This one happened while I was getting myself together, so y'all some sneaky dudes. Anybody sent me nothing. I see my boy Shedeur's making trades, and I got a trade that's been pending for him that I didn't accept. I should accept it in the middle of this draft. But anyway, shout out to y'all for being here, baby. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to the ones that want to join the community down at the bottom. Hit that link. Well, it's not a link, but look it up. You can join. I will play the video at the end. Also, I got a free option if you just want to join. You don't want to pay. I get it. It's all good. All love over here, baby. So get you some juice. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I got more viewers right now that I probably had for a while. So hit that like and subscribe, baby. I definitely appreciate y'all coming through. And without further ado, man, I appreciate y'all. Let's just leave out with that, man. Yes, sir. Shout out. First of all, you know what, Fwali, I do want to shout out my Patreons because they are here. Shout out my boy T-Rock. Shout out my boy Mr. Voorhees. Shout out my boy Govnick. Shout out my boy Cornbread, aka EB. Shout out my boy Patty Mills. I ain't missing nobody, right? I think we got like 7 people in there. So shout out to y'all. Shout out my people. And shout out to everybody in the community, man. Whatever you're going to do, make sure you do it at the best ability. And make sure you do what you want to do, baby. Because if you ain't enjoying your job, you ain't going to enjoy life. We're going to end it like that. Appreciate y'all coming through. Catch you next time. What's good, baby? What's poppin'? We back like we never left because we really never left. You feel me?
Check the timeline for the stories and the play-by-play. My life a Patreon link, you gotta pay to play. My life a Patreon link, you gotta pay to play. My life a Patreon link, you gotta pay to play. Check the timeline for the stories and the play-by-play.